Yeah, that happened.
Huh?
Yeah, no. You totally do that.
What's the problem?
No, you totally do that.
Yeah.
Totally clear your throat.
Let me clear my hay, and welcome to Believe It Entertainment's hit new show, Crit Confirmed. I'm Guy on Couch, and with me today, for the moment, are...
Trualchemist.
Fucking right.
And...
Froman8.
Nihilism Raptor will be joining us shortly. She's running a little bit behind, but that gives us a little time to go over what happened last time. So you guys, you finally made it out of the tutorial.
Finally?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit, that took so long.
That was...
I mean, like, in-game, it was like all of maybe 20-25 minutes.
I don't know. You guys were there for a while. I mean...
20 minutes of hell.
I guess, like, the internment part of the...
Well, there was the internment, and then there was a period where you guys, like... What was it? You guys, like, kept jumping around on floors for a while. And,
Right,
like,
that was fun.
Yeah. And so, you know, it actually, like, directly contributed to some of the encounters you guys ran into, because the longer you took, the more folks got on the ship, which led to a pretty harrowing experience. You guys barely made it through that fight. One of you reliably went down real bad.
All the time. It's part of my plan. Listen, it's part of my character. It's going to be part of everything.
Fucking Ryan somehow pulled through, you know, actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, his father still doesn't, you know, approve of the fact that he used Flare instead of, like, a first level spell, but, you know.
Try to make Daddy proud.
No, you don't.
No, not really.
Let me tell you something sad.
I've been using that ever since.
It's
Every time I'm like, oh, let me tell you something sad.
It's humorous in a very, very dark way that ties into 50s television.
We got a ship, and I'm going to need to make a pit stop.
Yeah, so you guys
Make a little pit stop.
You saw a giant fucking fight going on, and that one guy stole your double-bladed sword that you left behind.
Good for him. I don't want it.
I mean...
Kind of left it there for someone else.
One person might have wanted it on this crew. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's, you know, but...
I don't know who that one person is.
Yeah.
They're probably dead now.
Someone might have spec'd themselves for two-weapon fighting. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Some asshole.
Yeah.
Some
asshole who chose a feat-intensive path for rogue. Don't know who that is.
Just some asshole.
There's
just some asshole who just like, no, I'm not gonna tell you this one. No, I'm good. I'm right here.
I mean,
I found a very comfortable table. Okay.
It might be the kind of asshole that like was given a gun and then like tried to drop it and then was totally caught by everybody.
No, he wasn't caught by everybody. I did not care.
Oh, that's right.
I was caught by Toby. And I mean, I don't know what you mean by caught. I just mean that like Toby noticed that I fumbled with a firearm and suggested that I not carry a firearm because you know Toby's good about firearms.
How many guns do you still have, Toby?
I have a lot. Fucking 17 or some shit like that.
God damn. Well,
at least now we have some armament for the ship.
Do we?
Yeah, just stick that shit on the outside.
We'll just tape it.
Yeah, you tie a string, pull it in through the airlock, and then when you get real close, you just yank it, and they all fire at once. That's
yeah! That's awesome! We can totally do that.
No.
What?
You know what, Toby? Yeah, we'll do that right now. Go next to the door.
I'll open it for you.
No, we're gonna try to not die as we travel at light speed here.
I'm starting to notice that
we're trying to kill you.
Yes.
Hey, there's no we in that.
Who's this we?
Listen,
is there a mouse in my pocket?
To be fair, there's only one person here that's trying to kill you.
I'll be honest. I don't try to kill anybody.
He just doesn't care, and I don't think the robot will care either.
Well, I mean, I either succeed or I don't care. Not that I've succeeded in killing somebody. That's ridiculous.
No.
You
And
get other people to do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, that time that you shot that random prisoner was...
Yeah, dude, Gangal, what's up with that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I heard a couple gunshots, but you look fine.
Huh.
Huh.
I don't know what you're humming about. You weren't with the party at that point.
I know.
So, Jesus, I'm a real professional.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, let me give you guys a little heads up on what you guys stole while we wait for a Nihilism Raptor. So,
We stole something?
A ship, Ryan.
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
ours.
No, it wasn't.
It is now.
that's called stealing.
That's how that works.
We took a stolen ship!
It's a thing that's not yours
No,
that you
you
take.
didn't take a stolen ship. You stole a ship.
It's now stolen. It's stolen at this moment. Stolen. The moment we got on it and left with it, stolen.
So,
We stole the ship.
Don't fucking shit.
this is a wonderful little Teverin galley. Not the food place, the
Ship.
ship. It's pretty bulky, but decently fast. And its main thing, and some of this I told you guys last week, but just to refresh you guys on what it is you have.
I like to be refreshed.
It's got some pretty decent armor plating against magical and electrical effects, mostly because of what the Teverin have been fighting against in this war, the CAP versus the GSC. The other thing it's got is some shields, and these shields regenerate after 4 rounds. Automatically, it just oscillates. So even if they haven't been depleted, it'll come back. The big thing this ship has is a little grappling claw on the bottom. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Millennium Falcon grabs hold of the Star Destroyer and kind of hangs out there. Same basic concept, except it's also got a little arc welder that cuts into a ship that you get into. Now, this is only usable on ships that are either your size or larger, and if you try to do it on a smaller ship, I'm going to laugh at you and they're going to shoot you.
Couldn't we just,
Nope.
grab the little ship
Nope.
and just
Nope.
drag it with
Let's not think about violence of any kind. Let's just be in this ship and stay in this
Listen,
ship.
I'm exhausted,
Right.
and I've been asleep.
And I've been
That was my
shot
first
a
thing.
lot.
That's fine.
Is there any other medical supplies?
Ryan, what is your health at, Ryan?
Ryan, you rolled a 20 on finding the first aid kit underneath the chair. There's nothing else on this ship.
Ryan, what is your health at?
6.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm at 3. Shut
No,
the
you're
fuck up.
not.
Yeah.
They injected you with a bunch
Yeah.
of shit.
They ejected me once.
Toby got injected twice.
Yeah.
Because he noticed that I was saving the other one for later and decided to cry about it.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep hiding everything randomly.
I'm not hiding anything.
It's like you'd come...
I don't know what you're
it's
talking
weird
about.
because nothing about your species screams like surreptitious, hider of things. But you are just really sketchy all the time.
That is
I mean, some might say-
ridiculous.
Are you?
He's
are
a
you-
master of curiosity.
Is your race planning mass
No one would
domination?
say that. Nobody would say that.
Ever say that.
No one
Why
would say that.
That's not a...
I mean, Toby so far is living up to his name of a
that
shame
sounds like
magician.
a 13-year-old magician said that.
A shame magician?
And now I'm going
I'm
to
not
make...
shitty.
It's pretty shitty. Now I'm going to make bullets appear out of this gun.
Instead of doing any magic.
Hey, that was a pretty
Here's
magical
a
plan.
firecracker. Light in my eyes. Magic.
You found out my trick.
God.
They're just little fireworks.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame Nihilism Raptor isn't here yet, because And really fucked shit up last game.
Yeah, it did.
I haven't seen a lot of debuffers at work, because most of the time, for whatever reason, when I play D&D with people, usually GMing, folks just go the straight, like, I'm going to fuck up everything way, whether it's save or dies or just tons of dice being rolled. I very rarely see someone actually, like, disable a whole group to some extent. So I thought that was pretty.
So far, I'm living up
Pretty
to
rad.
all of my characters, past and present now. I've just like always been chill and going down.
Okay, that's people have goals to aspire to, and as long as you live in your dream.
Listen, Will Wheaton, he just always keeps rolling like ones and really low numbers. My characters just go down all the time.
Hey, he played Dracula. He didn't have to roll dice. Great game for him.
It was a great game.
No, he won because there were no dice involved. Actually, that brings me to the crit system that we're using, which is pretty interesting. What's that about?
So we have is it the Pathfinder cards that have these crit cards? What? Because you're the one that has these cards.
It's like from the same people that make a bunch of Pathfinder cards that help with buffs and all that for people.
Yeah, it gives flavor to your crit.
Yeah, it helps add information.
Yeah, so we have an app that actually just has all those cards. And so we're going to be using the admittedly unpopular crit and confirm system that is standard for 3.5, meaning you have to roll in your crit range first and then roll to confirm. And then, once that happens, we'll be drawing from the deck. Really, I'll just be pressing a button on my phone here, and a different effect will happen based on the type of attack. So I'm pretty excited to see what kind of anarchy happens here. I mean, I'm hoping some pretty fun stuff happens. I'm a little... I don't know. Should we use the magical crits too? Because they seem a little crazy sometimes. Yeah?
Might as well. I mean, we have magic
level 1,
users.
may as well.
I mean, we got a magic user and an android magic user.
Oh, Toby's a magic user?
Fucking
I'm a
apparently.
magician. I'm a fucking magician.
So here's one thing I do want to ask.
The magical Toby.
The shitty magician. I'm just gonna keep bringing it up every time.
Shitty magician is a better name than
the
the
worst.
magical thing.
Yeah. Toby the shitty
I
magician.
guarantee it would draw more jobs for you if you called yourself the shitty magician as opposed to the magical thing.
What I'm really looking forward to is when you guys like get to this next system, you find like a populated area, and then you start Toby's version career as a shitty magician. You know, you'll be his manager, you'll be the bouncer, and will handle finances, and Toby will be a really just terrible piece of shit magician.
They're attacking Toby! Bouncer, what are you gonna do? I don't see anything happening. You didn't roll.
Now,
I don't see
I'm going to
anything
go through
happening.
this door and come out the door on the other end. And then he just falls from the ceiling. Ah! Oh, shit.
That is such a good use for a portal.
That was a good trick, I guess, but fuck.
Bouncer, what are you gonna do?
No, so I haven't asked this yet, but
I'm getting paid.
I have
2 a.m.
In
to
this,
2:01 a.m.
Yeah, but that's one thing we need to discuss is finances, because there's only one person here that started with the job.
So I have here a set of critical fails that we can implement. And so I'm wondering if you guys would like to try that too.
Yes.
So what would happen
absolutely.
with that is that, like with a crit, in this case, we would, if you roll a 1, you would roll to confirm. And if you failed again...
Oh my god, critical fails.
Like if Toby tried to cast another flare and then suddenly got declawed for no reason.
Well, it would be in tune with what they're doing, right?
Toby's
So,
flying
like-
from there on out. I'd like that.
Oh god.
So, you know, if you were
We
doing,
gotta put it
say,
down.
a magical attack,
Gotta put Toby
and
down.
you crit failed, you might get, say, a backblast, where the attack hits you and is a critical threat, and you have to roll to confirm the crit on yourself.
Oh, that'd be so hilarious.
Now, of course, this only applies to when you're doing,
Range.
well, when you're doing something that involves rolling, right? So this would be combat related. But yeah.
I mean, anything but magic missile.
I mean, that's the good one.
Well, yeah.
But you don't have magic missile.
Right, because he's a shit.
He's a shitty magician
Yeah.
who uses flare.
uses flare. Oh, I just remembered. Do you want to give a shout out to a local game place that just opened up?
I don't know if anybody. I mean, you introduced me to it,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
Well, excitingly enough, this yesterday actually, a local game board cafe called Well Played opened up in our our vicinity. You can look that up. It's a fantastic place. Like great snacks, good food, and 600 plus board games. Awesome atmosphere. It's very like 80s pastel-esque beachfront. Lots of shades all around. Interestingly enough, but it was an amazing place. True and I played an interesting board game that I'd never seen before. It was really, really cool. I'm really excited to go back. It's called Well Played. It's Board Game Cafe.
Yeah.
Really fantastic.
Really good food
it sounds really
Oh
good.
yeah.
I'm definitely eager to
Sponsor.
check that out.
Oh,
So.
dude, yeah.
You should host us.
She's here.
Sorry, I don't live that close, man. I live close, but not like that close.
Yeah, she had to drive all the way to Nebraska, so I'm glad she made it back in time.
What's it called?
I mean, like Nebraska to Antarctica, not bad.
Yeah. It's not
That's
bad.
totally where we are.
I mean, she had to stop through, Canada, but
Take a pitch
Dude, if I got to Canada, I wouldn't come back. I'm sorry.
it's a
I don't
fair
think
point.
any of us would.
Yeah, I would have done that too.
Nah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't even make it to Canada. It's hard to get out of this country than it is to get in.
All right.
Yes.
Finally.
That's why immigration's a problem.
Any of us buy an actual passport? No.
So you guys jump into, jump space, and the ship tells you that it will be a few hours before you reach the destination, which is this nearby system that is not listed in the database. There's a beacon there, but there's no official designation. It doesn't seem to be of any particular importance. So what do you guys want to do for the next few hours?
I want to sleep a lot.
Do I have to continue to pilot?
Once it's in warp, the autopilot takes over. Honestly, and could disconnect and it would be fine. Once you guys get
I'm
out,
not
though,
gonna do that.
you'll have to actually fly again. Or just drift lazily in a direction. That's always an option.
To the left, probably.
You're still having trouble drifting to the right.
Yeah, listing lasers to my left is my wheelhouse, and so I feel like I'm gonna stick with it.
Right on.
I'm actually good. I'm just gonna pay attention, wait for the.
To what?
How many hours?
Just a few.
Is there an ETA and?
Is there any TA? Can I roll for that?
It's 3 hours. The
Okay,
ship just
okay.
tells you. You rolled so well on connecting to the ship that you are basically completely connected. As long as you're
All right.
plugged in, you have complete access to the ship, which is part of what allowed. What the fuck is your character's name again?
And
No, not you. You, I remember. Froman, what's your character? All right, you allowed Froman to pilot because
Quignev.
he didn't have to use
Oh, yeah,
any
Quignev.
of the complicated buttons or controls. Quignev. Okay. So that's part of what allowed this to work. However, there is an instruction manual built into the system that could be called up. It's one of the things that came up for you. Yeah.
all right.
So and is basically the ship at this point, right?
And is not the ship.
Like inside the ship, like in the ship's mainframe.
Sexy.
Weird robot
Yeah,
stuff.
you're hearing some odd noises coming from Ant, and more
I'm
sparks than usual.
Oh, baby.
And the ship's panels seem to redden slightly. You're not really sure what's happening.
'Cause I'm getting flashbacks to a different ship that we don't want to be on.
No, And is not the ship.
Okay.
And just has control over the ship at the moment. And now,
At the moment?
at the computer level, which is to say, and cannot pilot the ship.
Right.
That's why you're there with the joystick.
I was not programmed for that.
But and can control like thrust.
I'm not a ship, I'm a
Turn
doctor.
on different parts of the ship, can monitor energy levels, things like that.
God.
But not a doctor if it's of any use to anyone but myself. Yeah.
I.e., I was not programmed for that. Got it. Hey, Ann, can you...
No.
Was not programmed for that.
Oh.
What about no?
It's
A
unfortunate.
lot of my friends just died from that galley. You know, I'm not...
You know what's great when you're isolated from everyone? A negotiation droid. For all the negotiating you're going to be doing with yourself.
Just really bounce some ideas off. I've been trying to figure out what I should do. I am not programmed for this. You're a
Think about
negotiations droid. I am a negotiations droid, not a psychiatric assistant droid.
Oh, man. I'll
deal with your own shit.
because Ann is clearly going to stay plugged into this, I'm going to let Ann
Yep.
have Ann's moment with the ship and the 3-hour moment. And I'll go back and talk
Take-
to
take-
Moment
take
that
that long.
lasts a lifetime.
I guess I'll go. And are there places to sit other than just the
Yeah.
share?
So, as a assault craft, there's actually a series of acceleration couches, essentially, with different straps to get into, along with the various lockers that would be, stuffed with weapons, but are empty because they were just setting off from having repaired. So none of these ships were actually prepared for combat, other than being refueled and ready to fly. So yeah, there's plenty of places to sit. There aren't a lot of places to sleep because it's not intended for long distance travel. The jump drive on this thing is really only good enough to go from one system to the next, presumably for sneak attacks or in situations like this to function as an emergency escape pod. And as far as you can tell, the ship only has about 5 more jumps in it before it's out of fuel. So you'll need to find a populated sector. And that might be tricky because you are flying what is obviously a warship.
Yeah.
So,
We'll spray paint
It's
it.
that one
It'll
well.
be fine.
Hey, man.
We'll paint
yeah, you
some,
just put
Any port in a shitstorm.
Yeah, listen, I mean, you take a tank, you spray paint it, you give it a bitchin' wizard on a mountain,
Yeah!
Perfect.
and
So
no one
totally.
will notice that it's a tank.
Yeah. We just call ourselves the art gallery.
Yeah.
Just a shirtless insect with one sword, and then like bodacious Teverin with huge claws,
Yeah.
right next to it, just on its leg.
Yeah.
And then a mountain and skulls of all of the different
Yep.
species,
Yeah.
Yep.
and lightning,
Oh my
Oh yeah, definitely
God.
lightning.
and then for some reason a hot rod.
Yeah.
We have an insect race.
You got creepy crawlers.
Well, yeah, there's the creepy crawly race. All right,
It's all
fair
done in airbrush.
Yeah, of course.
All of it.
Of course.
enough. No,
Okay.
not
Lightspeed
that, they don't
airbrush.
count. And they won't be showing up ever again now that you're dead.
No, airbrush
I'm
technology
kidding.
has not advanced.
But we
The one
probably
thing we've
wouldn't
never
notice them
advanced,
because they're
airbrushes.
parasites.
Just, there was one guy in one station who airbrushes ships for a living.
That guy makes so many credits.
He does. Makes
Just
so
going through
many
the
credits.
halls. Yep.
He's like, I'm just the best at what I do, man. I'm just the best.
He found his niche.
Okay.
It's
So there is a cargo bay. So basically, the layout of the ship is pretty straightforward. There's the back hatch that you guys came up through. This leads into the space leading up to the cockpit, which has the different acceleration couches, the lockers, these sorts of things. And then there are 2 small corridors that extend outward. And then go down below the ship into where the engine is and things like that. There are some small spaces that, say, if someone really wanted to, they could like hunker down for a night or so. But there's not really a lot of room, and there's not a lot of like good places to do that. Even the acceleration couches themselves are individual seats, so like laying on them would be pretty difficult to do
It's unfortunate
unless.
for some of you.
Yeah.
The other half of us.
I
So I
Does
will-
your species sleep?
I mean, what is sleep really? I don't
I mean-
wildly hallucinate when I'm not paying attention to things.
Do you though?
This is fun.
I have dreams.
Well, I mean, it's a legitimate question in terms of, does your species need to process things in that fashion? A lot of creatures need to organize through their subconscious, but your creature being a strange type of elemental being.
I don't have organs, so not really a thing.
Well, it's not an organ thing, but fair enough.
I mean, okay, so
in the sense of a brain, sure.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm not saying I don't need to rest.
okay.
Sleep is kind of irrelevant. Resting though, super important.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that's about it. The underlevel does also lead to a small room that has an airlock on the bottom, and you can pretty well assume that this is where the claw is. So presumably you would latch on, it would cut through with the arc welder, and then the hatch would open, and you would just dive into the enemy ship.
So yeah, I'll go back to. I assume these guys are hanging out just in the back there.
I'm not hanging out with them.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep this
So
bad dream
you're
off.
asleep.
Where are you sleeping?
I'm going to sleep in the,
This is your life
the
now.
hall downstairs.
Okay.
Gangal,
So
where
wait,
you at?
what hall? Because
In
there's
the little hole.
there's the engine room,
Yeah.
and then there's the airlock chamber.
The airlock chamber.
There's like a little hall
I'm
that
gonna
leads
go
to
No,
make
the
sure
there,
chamber,
it's,
right?
no, there's
Yeah.
no room for hallways. All this shit is just connected.
Oh.
It's a little tiny ship.
I'm not sleeping in the airlock.
I mean, it's not a tiny ship. It's just a military.
I know. I'm just saying, it's in terms of hallways. It's not that big of
Oh
a ship.
yeah,
It's a
no,
tiny
it's
ship.
just not. This is made for a specific purpose. So there are no empty rooms.
We're in a church bus.
How quiet is the engine room? Is it loud and?
Ever been in an engine room?
Yes.
So there is
Yeah, but not like a
certain
spaceship
shit.
engine.
There is a certain base to it that is pervasive, and you can't really get away from it while you're in the room. Other than that, though, there's not a lot of extraneous noise happening. It's just that heavy thrum from both the engine and then the slightly higher pitched whine of the jump drive that's enabled.
Is it possible to sleep with that sound?
It's certainly possible, but difficult.
You can certainly try.
To be fair, you've always had this sort of thing happening while you lived on the ship, just because the engines of the ship you were on were so massive as to, despite, presumably the officers' quarters might have been soundproof. Your rooms being a very low rating, not so much.
Okay, so then I'll just sleep in the engine room then.
Cool. What are you doing?
I'm just hanging out.
Sleeping my bad day off.
Yeah, so I'll go back and I'll pick a seat close to Gangal,
Feels
strap in,
Jake's dead.
buckle up,
Oh.
click it or die. That's the motto.
Look at her too.
Yeah, your species is notoriously conscientious about seatbelts.
Well, I know about seatbelts.
Yeah.
I have learned about seatbelts.
Yeah, your
They're
species
really
is
interesting. They're great.
notoriously conscientious about this. Anytime they fly, they fucking, even if it's just down the street for milk.
What is milk? Anyway, so yeah, I'll go back and it's certainly not protein unless it's protein milk. Protein.
Why does it sound like you have some sort of grudge against this?
I
It's
don't
not
have
milk unless it's protein milk.
Look, nothing is anything unless it's protein something,
Fucking
alright?
protein milk. God
Protein
damn.
Pepsi.
Oh God.
No!
That would be
Protein
disgusting.
It's protein Pepsi.
We're not sponsored by Pepsi.
Protein Pepsi, yes.
Protein Pepsi? We're sponsored by
Sponsored by
Protein
Coke.
Pepsi. We're not that either.
We're not
so-
sponsored by jack shit. Anyway.
So I'll let Ann do what Ann's doing.
I thought we were sponsored by Arby's.
Right, Arby's.
We're never getting out of this goddamn
We're
show.
going to get beat.
No, we're not.
So I'll go back.
It's 8:30. We're still in this.
Because Ryan's getting nowhere to fucking sleep.
So I sit down and I look at Gangal
Oh.
and then I
Share
posture to
a long
Gangal.
moment,
Yeah.
staring into each other's eyes, or
Don't have those.
in your case, your entirely inexpressive, weird glob of a face.
Yeah.
Love is in the end every time.
So I go to Gangal and I go, all right, what's next?
You're the plan man.
I'm the plan man?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a man, but
Woman.
not that either.
My
That's
I
where
don't
that
know. That's where-
Yeah, the Zarurians are notoriously right-wing and have a real difficult time understanding non-binary genders.
So,
It's unfortunate.
I'm a Quignev.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Nothing,
Sorry.
Toby asleep.
You hear faint mumbles from the edge. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Means your father's disappointed in you.
Oh, it's sad because it's true.
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
His mom's not in the picture. This is really horrible.
this is great.
So I'm just like, yeah, no, that was a crazy experience.
Yep.
I'm glad that only took a couple days.
Yeah. Not like a couple days.
Yeah.
It's only a couple hours.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome to the
So
party.
Anne's voice comes in over the intercom.
I've been listening to you guys. Hi.
Oh, that's
not creepy.
that's creepy.
Should I stop?
Yes.
No, record everything. Can you record things?
All right.
Everything.
Yeah. Mm.
Nah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No. It's a little bit much.
All right. Did you do anything?
I'm
How
just
do you
gonna-
think the ship started?
Nah.
Go
I'm not
sit on
gonna
the
do it.
opposite end.
Maybe we can melt her down for metal scraps.
Heard
I'm just gonna
that.
get up and just.
So, and just
What?
so you
I
know,
heard that.
Just wondering if you were paying attention.
and just so you know, the ship already has a black box. So part of the military tech here is that they have essentially a very well both hidden and armored box that plugs into the systems of the ship that not only records where the ship has been, what it's doing, but also has an active ongoing recording of what is happening inside the ship. In this case, purely audio, because A, cameras would be really annoying to replace on the regular every time the ship gets shot, and B, it would be a little bit large of a file type to encode, and that type of thing that you can't really remove without kind of busting up the ship to get at.
Alright.
Just so you're aware, it's not something that you can get at normally, but again, you roll really well. So.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, then I'll
It's
make
nice
this
when
a
things matter.
a group conversation. Sans Toby.
I'm making that drink, but I'm listening.
I guess Toby's here all the time. Yeah, no, I don't know what we should do.
Don't be the shitty magician.
Let's see where we go first.
Yeah,
And we can decide where we want to go from there.
all right.
Hopefully it'll be habitable for everyone and not just
What do I do?
some people.
Yeah.
I do lots of
Yeah.
things. I have walked. I'm currently speaking. I'm using gestures
And
that I've learned.
in a fight. Like, let's start discussing what me and you are going to be doing after this.
What, combat?
Combat, strategy.
Whoa, what do you mean me and you?
Well, we're kind of in this together, right?
I mean, we're all currently in the ship together.
I mean, me and you are currently in this together. And.
What do you mean?
What is our goal? Are we...
I know what my goals are. I
I
don't
just
know
what
woke
your
up
goals are.
today.
Where it's
I'm
going?
not even
I
entirely
don't
certain
know.
what's going on.
Well, that's what we should discuss while we're traveling.
Well, yeah.
So, what do you see yourself as in a group?
Better question. What were you like as a child?
Kind of
How
the
is
same
that
way I am
relevant?
now.
Wow, that's really harsh. All right. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Green, blue, red.
Red mostly.
I don't really have a
Toby's not
preference.
here.
It's getting a little abusive.
I don't know what
I'm
happened.
gonna keep hitting him if he keeps stalking down the turn. Every time Toby wakes up, I'm just gonna punch
You're
Ryan.
just gonna like stomp the ground. I mean, I don't know, honestly. Like, my plan was to get to this point, and I am at this point, and yeah.
Well, what do you want to do after this point? What do
Same thing I was doing before.
Which is
Traveling around, looking at shit, seeing stuff, talking to people.
goals.
Traveling around, looking at shit, seeing stuff, talking to people.
Awesome. All right.
Maybe acquiring a thing here or there.
What kind of things do you want to acquire?
I don't know, things that are acquirable.
I mean, a lot of things are acquirable. We
I
acquired a
agree.
ship.
We've got a lot of work to do.
We do. So is that our goal? You want to acquire a lot of shit?
Like, I don't know what this we shit is. Am I using that right? Shit.
Yeah. Perfect.
Sweet.
So, I don't know if we're on the same page.
Age.
Turn a phrase.
How do you turn a phrase?
A matter of speaking.
So at what point does Gangal realize that I'm fucking with him?
Oh, he doesn't.
That I continue.
So, basically, me and you are not at the same place of this conversation.
Can we go back to the beginning then?
Yes, my name's Gangal.
Whoa, not that far back. like about 2 minutes.
In the beginning of time, when the person came into existence.
Well, my
Mel
first
Brooks
grab-
decided to make a movie.
This is generally considered a bad idea. It's made a lot of people angry.
What are we to do?
Okay, let's
when we land.
here's what I want to do, because I know that Anne's listening, and we'll talk to Anne about this.
Yes, and
Yes. What?
Yes, and what?
Gangal's had some
Ah.
improv training.
I still don't get that one. So, what are your goals? What were you doing before this happened?
a lot of fights.
Okay. You like fighting?
Like fighting.
Why do you like fighting?
Mainly in my blood, mainly to get stronger.
Okay.
To one day become chieftain.
Oh, chieftain of what?
My race.
Your race being...
Saururians.
Ooh, I have not heard that one. I can't write anything down.
Nope.
Zerurians.
Yes.
Zerurians.
Don't mind me. I'm just watching.
Okay, so you like to fight.
Yes.
I mean, like, how does... Wait, is this like a... Okay, so it's like a you get stronger, and then you, like, challenge the chieftain, and then whoever wins becomes chieftain?
Well,
I've heard of that.
Kung Fu rules.
Yeah.
It used to be
Within
that
the
way,
computer set.
except we no longer have a chieftain. It is now separated through other tribes that try to gain control of
Power
the others.
vacuum.
So,
Unfortunate.
gain control of the tribes, gain control of the
That
planet.
sounded really trustworthy. Okay. The entire planet?
Yes.
Would you be chieftain of the entire planet?
Yes.
Well then.
Wow. I will be honest. No, I won't.
It would be handy to have an entire planet.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's an entire planet of him.
Oh.
Even
Well,
better. An entire army of me.
I mean,
Whole
theoretically
planet,
at that
whole
point.
army.
That is delicious. Okay. I mean, like, we can work on that
Yep.
if you want to do that.
Yep. And what about you?
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, like as I was saying, it would be handy to have an entire planet. And
I mean, what would you like to do, Anne?
I can't really say that I have a preference.
Okay, so you're like Quignev.
And how do you feel about general mischief and not following rules?
I love that, Anne.
I don't see any reason not to. I mean, that's where we're going.
Cool. Let's talk about the reality of Toby.
There's a real.
He's
So-
he's interesting.
Toby seems like a great kid.
Why is this suddenly turning into a guidance counselor meeting?
First things first.
Don't kill Toby. Don't hurt Toby.
I'm not even saying that.
Don't take Toby's stuff.
No, you can totally do that if you want to.
Don't do that.
You can. Why
I'm
not?
talking about you.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not sneaky enough to do it. I'm pretty big.
You are quite large.
Let's face the reality that I ignored before because it helped me,
I love him more.
but you were trying to fuck that Teverin up.
Were you there?
Yeah, he was behind me.
Yeah.
I'm really observant.
Oh yeah.
You look down the right side of the chain.
Do you have something against Teverins?
They're not the best.
What does that mean?
I find them annoying.
Like, their existence annoying?
Pretty much.
Why?
It's quite broad.
I just keep
Yeah.
like stomping down.
Fuck that race, man.
Where is Toby, by the way?
The engine room.
I just stomp down.
Sleeping somewhere.
Gangal.
I didn't do it.
No, stop louder. We need to wake him up.
Oh,
He needs to be part of this conversation.
so I just like stomp as loud as I can.
Can I make
I just
something go
jump.
off where like an alarm or something go off wherever he's
Yeah,
sleeping?
totally.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Toby, you are woken as the ship resounds with a very annoying siren that is typically reserved for when the ship is about to explode.
I look at Gangal.
Oh shit! The escape pod! Get to the escape pod!
Toby.
I'm finding the ship.
Toby, we're in the escape pod.
I'm finding the escape pod.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
He's awake now.
Okay.
Yeah,
go
thanks,
ahead.
Ed. You're just the best.
Oh no, whatever shall we do? Lord help us.
Calm
the ship
Toby
is
down.
going to go away.
Can I duck down?
It
Can
is
I
an
duck?
unnatural 20.
Nice.
Okay. You look around. You see no escape pod because you're in the engine room. You look down the only door that doesn't lead upstairs, and you see a room that has a floor-based airlock. That's it.
Is there anything
you
in
can
it?
walk down there. There's some stairs.
I shout down, Toby.
Whatever will we do, Toby? You're our only hope.
No, Toby, we're
Oh
fine.
no, we're gonna die, Toby.
Toby, just come upstairs.
What?
Toby, come
All
upstairs.
those trash compactors on.
Toby, come upstairs.
We're being attacked!
Toby, we're not being
We're
attacked.
being attacked!
And tell him we're not being attacked.
We aren't being attacked. It's okay.
We are being attacked?
No,
No, we're not. And set off the alarm, because Anne can do that.
Why?
they wanted to wake you up.
That.
All four hands are on my face.
Oh.
Toby, we want to talk to you.
You're talking to me now.
Come upstairs.
I like it downstairs.
We can't all fit downstairs.
Oh yeah, the thing about the
You can
tavern.
totally all fit downstairs. It's just a tech fit.
Bluff check.
That's motive.
I'm going to convince Toby his spatial reasoning sucks.
Oh no.
18.
Um, 14.
Toby, he's telling the truth.
Well, then
pretty-
just shout it down.
We don't want to do that. We want to have a personal conversation
I'm
up
going to
here.
stop you right there. Quignev.
What?
The reason that they're also really annoying is because they don't like to be around other creatures.
They don't like to be around other
They're
creatures.
territorial.
I really gotta get like a notebook or a pad of some kind. To write this
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I can't take notes anymore.
I had one, but I forgot it. Well,
You can always get that bracelet thing and then just write on the screen with a marker, and then you'll
with a
never be
marker?
able to erase it.
With a
but-
marker?
Yeah.
The marker that I have.
Look around the shit,
I have a
motherfucker.
gun. I can shoot it into the screen.
Probably enough bullets.
So
in
at
there.
this point, I started to think like I had stuff. I had like an outfit, and I had some weapons
Some
and
tools.
shit.
Forgot the pen.
We need stuff.
do we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, and
We just
you
got
might
a
need-
bunch of stuff.
You might not need stuff, but we kind of need stuff.
No.
I need food.
I mean, I'm not super materialistic.
We
but
have like
I
a whole ship worth of stuff.
being. You,
Toby,
Actually, yeah. Can I do an
How much
inventory
money
of what's
do
in
you
the
have?
ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's in the ship?
None.
There's not a lot. There are some basic replacement parts, nothing too crazy, but just like, here are some pipes, here are some tubes, There are some tools used for spaceship repair, but again, nothing too eccentric,
Yep.
just mostly emergency supplies, because these are meant to be docked to a larger ship that can then handle repairs.
Okay.
So pretty much everything is the first aid equivalent of ship repairs.
All right.
There's a couple, like, capsules in the engine that basically say, like, in case of explosive decompression. They seem to be the same sort of thing that were deployed when the last ship got holes. They basically just putty that freezes once it hits.
Nice.
But other than that, there's not a whole lot. The weapons lockers are all empty. From what you can tell from the last maintenance report, they only left the basic essentials of what was needed on the ship. The basic repair stuff, the first aid kit underneath the chair, and that's about it.
Oh, right.
So Toby, you have no credits.
We don't have much.
You were working there for how long?
What?
And you have no money. No credits.
Why would I be paid?
Because
I was a
you
slave.
work for them.
I mean, he probably just like lived on the ship and like ate and did work, and then that's an existence.
No. That's not how that works. Toby, you got swindled. Anyways.
Gangal, just I have an idea.
Love it.
I'm not shouting this when I'm talking to you. Hang out for a minute. And when I come back, we'll talk about combat.
Just gonna lay down.
Okay. I go over
By
to
lay down, I
Hans.
mean I'm just gonna like lay down on the ground.
I go, and I'm gonna go talk to Toby. I would really appreciate if you didn't eavesdrop,
Alrighty.
just for this conversation. Is that cool?
Blam,
Yeah,
blam,
alright.
blam.
All right.
We took care of the Toby problem.
So I take my sling pack off. I don't have anything in my pockets anymore because I have the sling pack.
Yeah.
And I slowly walk down to Toby.
No. Back up.
So
Where
I
did
walk
that
down to
come
Toby.
from?
Are there any seats down there?
No, there are no seats at the end.
Cool. Then I walk down to Toby. Are you like standing up? Like,
I got a hunched over position. Stop it.
how far? So when he says that, how far away from him am I?
So because of the close confines of the ship, the actual distance that most Teverin feel comfortable being around other people is much further than what is actually available.
Okay.
So the engine room itself is roughly like maybe 15 feet wide.
Okay.
And then it goes outward a little bit, but most of it is dominated by the engine and other parts. So you're about maybe 8 feet when you enter the doorway
Okay.
of the engine room.
So I step in maybe another foot,
Uh-huh.
and then I sit down and I cross my legs.
Okay.
Um,
You immediately explode. Sorry.
that'd be pretty amazing. So I sit down and I look at Toby and I'm pulling my leg up to get like the like not like that cross, but like that cross in the legs. It's not working.
I can't imagine why. You have no articulation. You're literally just a humanoid puddle of fluid that is formed into a congealed mass. So
it's not working out for me. So so I get up on my knees and so I'm just like I'm resting as well as I can. I look at Toby and I go, Toby.
I thrust myself into the corner of the engine.
It's like doubly unfortunate because he's probably terrified of you because you look like water.
I mean, I don't look like.
you don't look like water.
I kind of look like ice that's not shiny.
Oh, okay.
I go.
Pink.
I was thinking if he was more liquid than that, I guess.
No, solid form currently. So I go, Toby.
Do we have the pictures?
Can we just talk for a minute?
Oh, it's in there. Gotcha.
What?
Toby, I want to tell you something.
What?
Do you know what I am?
No.
Okay. You've probably never seen me before. A lot of people who I've met have never seen one of me before. Well, not me, us. I'm what's referred to as a trualchemist. It's as close as I can get in common.
What is that?
We're a sentient being, well, beings, I guess, because we have separate consciousness, of fluctuating states of matter, as far as I understand it. And so, basically, what my people do is they exist in a form for a while, and then they revert back to the form they were in before that. So I guess equating that conscious-wise, you're Toby, and before you were Toby, you were kind of not there, and after you're Toby, you won't be there, right? Well, I like being me, Quignev, and it's kind of a thing for my people to go back to our planet and become what we were, and I kind of want that. It's a little bit scary to me. So I really just want to gallivant around the galaxy as long as possible and explore and see things and do stuff. That's what I want. So, Toby, what do you want? You're not attached to that ship anymore. I don't know you, but you seem pretty brave.
Is that a bluff check?
No, it's not. I'm thinking about the fight, not anything that happened beforehand.
Cool. All right.
Almost
Not him shaking his near-dead comrade until he died.
In my mind, I am telling the truth for that instance.
Okay.
So, Toby, what do you want? Because we're all free now. So what are we going to do? So, Toby, what do you want?
I can live out my dream now.
Toby, what's your dream?
I wanted to be a magician for so long.
A what?
Just a magician, you know? Like, ever
No, I
since
don't.
I was like 16, a little cub, I just always wanted to be a magician.
Well, you're over 16?
Yes,
How old are you?
I am 28.
Oh, wow, the story fits really well now. Again, Toby, what's a magician?
Oh, we just use magic. It's just like tricks of illusion for people.
I've seen those.
Entertainment. Yes.
Wait, for entertainment?
Entertainment, yeah.
Not like utility or combat.
No. No, it's all just for entertainment, to bring joy to people, you know? Just like,
So you want to bring joy to people
yes.
via magicianing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yes. I totally want to do that. I always wanted to do that.
Well, how about this? We're all on the ship together right now. We could not be in the next day or so, but for right now, we could stick together, see what finds us. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks great.
All right, Toby.
I like that.
I'm gonna give you your space. You look a little bit hurt, so I think it's an
Do
organic.
you have any
thing.
more med kits?
No, you took the last 5. Yeah. Sorry. I also used
I
our
still-
last one on
I still
the
got a
dead
bullet
guy.
hole or 2.
I've heard that you guys can sleep that off.
No,
I may have heard wrong.
maybe.
Well, again, I'm going to give you your space and we'll go back up to the rest of the crew. Yeah, let's say crew. We're in a ship. We're together. It's crew.
What is ship? What is crew?
All right, Toby.
Seriously.
So I
Is that like just the mantra that they have on the ship you were in? Is that...
part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yep.
And we're back.
Hey, all right.
What?
That was dangerous. Okay, so
It's dangerous.
our wonderful crew has finally sorted out what the hell they're going to be doing, kinda, sorta, and just in time, because the jump alarm starts going off, letting you know that there are 10 minutes before you reach. It's very low. It's mostly just in the cockpit and the top part of the ship, but it's just letting you know that you guys are approaching when you'll be getting out of the jump space.
Okay. So I finished that conversation with Toby, and I just get up, turn around, walk out.
Okay. You walk back upstairs. Gangal is draped his large form over like a chair or two and is just sprawled out on the floor.
Nice. And do I hear the alarm thinking?
Oh yeah, everybody does. It's going on throughout the show.
And what's that?
We've got 10 minutes until we're at our destination, wherever that may be.
Oh, cool. I go back to the pilot seat and go.
I'm showing the alarm off now.
I should probably be here, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, cool.
That might be helpful.
Okay. So, as you guys approach the strange swirl that is jump space, that is for the most part hidden from view so as to not drive you insane, fades, and red light briefly floods the cabin before it fades away as the transparent steel windows of the ship adjust to account for the sudden increase in light. You can see what appears to be a red dwarf off in the distance of the system. And you notice that the basic the sensors of the ship are detecting 2 orbital bodies large enough to be planets, pretty close to the Goldilocks zone, but not quite in it.
Oh, right.
I'll go up towards the cockpit area.
Okay.
What do we got?
I don't know. I can't really read navigation.
And what do we have?
But there's 2, I assume, planets,
Are we there yet?
and then a star. It's probably where all the light's coming from. Stars do that.
And what do we have?
I will explain everything that you just explained.
Mm-hmm. So
yes.
if you want to do a more in-depth reading,
Yeah, what would that be?
that would
Probably. Oh, no, I don't have that.
Of course you don't. You're not programmed for jack shit.
I have an empty memory cartridge.
Take it out and blow on it. Wait, no, don't do that. You don't know where that's been, Toby.
So you could use
It's in a locker for a while.
a computers check. Is that the skill we got there?
Yep.
Use computers.
No, I got that one.
Computers. I'm a computer.
I'm a computer. You a computer?
13. It's not great.
Computer?
Okay, so 13 is enough for what is essentially a basic scan. Again, these are warships, not really meant for surveying work, so you're kind of limited in what you can get. But from what you can tell, both of these planets are fairly close together in their orbit. They're primarily rocky, not a lot of water or not a lot of change in terrain as best as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
The navigational maps have no indication of a colonized There's no signal traffic really, save for one.
Alright.
There is what appears to be a distress signal coming from the planet that is furthest from the sun.
Alright. Well, there's a distress signal. It's probably the opposite of what we were looking for.
Yeah, let's not go
It's
there.
there.
You can tell that this distress signal is actually pretty old.
Oh, okay.
It's a trap.
It's old?
It's old, so yeah, it's either, as Toby suggests, a trap, or alternately a bunch of free stuff.
What's the other one?
Trap.
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
The other planet.
Yeah, the other planet.
Just all rocky.
Just rocky.
There's not really anything there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't tell if there are any life forms or anything.
Our scanners aren't that great, guys.
You got radar
okay.
scanners.
What are scanners?
Do you know how to install one?
Toby, no one hears you because you're downstairs.
I'm picking my head out right now.
Toby, shut up. Adults are talking.
Gangal, come on. Toby's part of the crew now.
Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit again.
All right, well, and is right. It may be a trap, but free stuff. And it's if we want to find a populated area and get
You
stuff.
are all concerned about possessions.
I mean, like, I'm not super concerned about possessions, but yeah, I want my stuff back.
Let's get some stuff then.
Yeah, Toby, down for some stuff?
Toby, how many guns you got?
A lot.
Toss me one with a magazine.
You want one with
Give me
full
one with
magazine,
yes,
or empty
with a-
magazine, or half magazine?
Toby, I will punch you.
Toby?
I know you can.
Toby. The whole sarcasm thing? It's not down.
Was it sarcasm?
Yeah, don't do it.
Wow, I had to learn from the. I can't remember your race's name. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna assume that wasn't an insult. I'm gonna turn back. And so let's if you will plot a course, I will pilot us to that place.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to need in your case, I'm assuming, unmodified dexterity check. You can actually add +2 because of Ant controlling the
So,
mortar.
which gun are you giving?
Fantastic.
I'm giving you a working gun.
I mean, that'd be preferred.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to give you one magazine.
24.
Okay, cool. How
Did you take off this?
18 plus 2 plus 4.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Chimichangas. Sorry.
Yeah, so you're able to pilot in pretty easily. The atmosphere on this
Should
planet
have.
seems to
Is it just a
be
rifle?
pretty light,
Yeah, it's a rifle.
which is not going to be a big
Trying to be
problem
sure.
for you.
Is
But
it a dexterity?
it does pose some problems
they
to
have to
the
put
biologicals
Okay.
on the ship. Namely, that with a thin atmosphere, any sort of exertion is going to be that much more difficult.
Is this the readings that And is getting and I can see?
Is it dexterity?
Yeah, basically.
Right.
And the majority of the reason why you're getting this is because you're not having a lot of difficulty getting in through the atmosphere to get at the planet. You do notice as you get close that it was hidden before, but there is a large moon that is orbiting that was shielded by its bulk at the time.
Okay.
But you see it as you get closer. So you start heading down towards the signal, and you see that the planet appears to be mostly desolate. There is some flora and fauna that you can see sort of pinpricks in the distance and some slight greens and different tones of what you assume are probably plant life. But it's not super well populated. As you come down, you do see, however, a small group of what appear to be avian creatures flying past and parting in the wake of the ship as you slowly come down towards the distress beacon. You guys go over a ridge and you see what appears to be a pretty large crashed vessel. It looks like it's in pretty rough shape. You wouldn't know what exactly would cause this sort of thing, but it's about your size, and it seems to be similar in some aspects, the basic design philosophy, anyways. But it is clearly a civilian ship.
Doesn't look like it could work.
It looks like it has crashed into the ground at a speed.
But could it work?
Yeah, could it work?
If you had an entire repair bay,
And it was
yes.
a different ship, and we weren't us.
I think we need a repair bay, guys.
No. I don't mean like a repair bay on your ship. I mean like if you had another larger ship that had a repair bay devoted specifically to fixing ships, then you might have a chance at getting this into working order. But it would almost definitely cost you more than just buying another ship.
You know, at that point, we just have another ship, so why do we want this ship? Guys, let's turn around.
Yeah, I don't see the point.
So let's, I guess I'll try to pilot us to the closest, like, landing area that seems safe.
So you find amidst the sort of rocky crags there to be some flat enough land. And while your ship is relatively large, it's not that large. So you're able to come down and sort of plant onto the ground and is able to get the landing struts in and all that.
And what's the oxygen levels?
That's a good question.
Is
What is
it-
the
is it
oxygen levels?
breathable?
So it's breathable by most biological types, as far as you can tell. However, as I mentioned earlier, the atmosphere is pretty thin. So any sort of exertion is going to start causing some problems.
So,
Okay, that's good.
the air,
You can breathe, but I mean,
Not a lot.
Oh,
just don't push yourselves.
yeah.
okay.
I lock my gun. Get ready to-
Yeah, shooting guns is fine, but, like,
Yeah,
don't...
you-
No, that's what I just did. Is like, yeah, no, got it.
Cool, alright, yeah, perfect, alright.
Let's go.
We're fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So the entryway slowly comes down and extends into the rocky terrain, sending puffs of dust and dirt flying out. And you are free to exit the ship and start heading towards the crashed vessel.
So as it comes down, I will, I'll look outside around the immediate area. Can I do a spot check to see what I see?
Sure, go ahead. Give me your spot.
Same here.
Yep.
25.
God damn.
Nat 20.
Nat 1.
Oh, crit system coming into play.
Both ways.
Maybe.
Can I confirm my crit?
You cannot actually crit a skill check.
Oh, cool. All right.
So you
Roll on
that
that,
also
gentlemen, right?
keeps you from getting too fucked. As far as you can tell, the only signs of life in the area are one of the avian creatures. It's got feathers, but it's pretty far away, so you can't really tell too much about it, other than it seems to be a bird of prey of some sort, just based on like large talons and stuff.
What size is it?
Oh, shit, I think we're
It's yeah,
Probably not.
I mean,
Okay.
I might eat you, but
Maybe
not
just
all of us.
you.
Yeah.
it'd be great if I had a.
Can't get all of us.
Huh.
No, we can make up one.
You got some in your beard on that side.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's about the size of a person,
Okay.
so it's pretty damn big by bird standards.
All right.
Oh, shit.
All right. Do we want to break up into teams, or how do we want to do this?
Let's just go as a group.
Yeah, let's go as a group.
You certainly are a great idea.
Let's get inside real quick. You know, with this thing not flying above our heads.
I think we should all stay together just in case something happens.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you guys start approaching the ship.
I'm gonna keep my back towards the group, just to make sure that nothing just happens to go inside the ship.
I'm assuming both Gangal and Toby are guns trained on looking out and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I have it pointed at the bird.
Don't focus on just that bird.
The bird could eat me.
Right, but there are other birds.
That's why I'm looking at this bird.
That's logical.
Don't worry. I got it.
So we're approaching.
Yeah. So, as far as you can tell, the ship has 2 engine nacelles. One of them has basically been impaled by a rocky crag. And then the front of the ship has kind of, it's got like a little neck to it. The neck has kind of cracked. It's not entirely like open so that you could just crawl in, but there appear to be like tubing and wiring kind of spilling out in an eerily reminiscent like scene of intestines and the like.
Okay.
The hatch is slightly above the ground at an angle, but it would not be terribly difficult to get into it if you were able to break it.
All
Alright, let's try, I'm going to get to the, let's mosey over to the hatch and try to get inside, however.
Gangle, you're large and have 4 arms. You should try first.
Well,
Makes sense.
I mean, let me try to get in
I'm keeping an eye out.
in any way but using
If you
lots
need
of
me,
strength and exertion, and then if we need him to do it, he can do it.
Okay, so as you sort of clamber up to the lip of this thing, it's a difficult way to like stick on, but you're able to sort of hold on.
Okay.
You realize that messing with stuff from this position is going to be really difficult because it's slightly off the ground.
Okay.
So you're going to be kind of balancing yourself as you're doing whatever it is you're doing.
Slightly off the ground? How slightly?
It's about 3 feet.
Hey, Gangal, can I get a boost?
I just back up
Okay.
and just like stay in like a position just to watch out. But you can use my shoulders or whatever.
Once I hear
Or I can
it,
use my other 2 hands to just boost.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Once I hear him get against the ship, I put my feet on his shoulders, and then I ask him to stabilize me with his other
Yeah,
2
and
hands.
then I grab your, and I just lift you up.
It feels really weird.
Yeah, he does. But it's fine.
I'm technically wearing boots.
It's a boot with jello in it.
Okay, so yeah, and this effectively removes any penalty you might have had.
Cool.
Yeah. So you can tell that there is a terminal to the side that has effectively a electronic key entry,
Okay.
not a keypad, but you would put a device into it to then trigger it and then open the door. It is a pretty standard port, so anybody with the types of basic equipment, which you might have, you'll have to check your inventory, would be able to plug in and kind of toy with.
Those like small tools.
Not the small tools. So I know I've mentioned like data pads that have little ports
Don't
to
have
plug
it.
into stuff. You don't have anything
No, I
like
do
that?
not.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything like that?
No one does.
Okay, because I know And has been connecting the things.
Yeah, you've just been saying I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So seeing this, instead of trying to fuck with it, I just go, "Hey, Ann, you want to take a crack at this?"
All right.
And so I get down and I'm like, "Gangle, do the thing."
All right, pick you up, put you on my shoulders, and lift you up.
Just
All right.
forward.
Why am I the only one?
Yeah.
Gangle's still on the ground. So am I now.
With,
Can I do a
25.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to break through the encryption pretty easily. As I said, this is a civilian ship. So it's not super well protected. And the door opens up, it sort of hisses down, and then slowly starts to lower down towards where you are. But because you're off to the side at the terminal, it's not too bad. However, Gangal's shoulder is right in the way as it's slowly lowering.
Oh, you should move.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Gangle, move.
Okay, you move into the path. No. And my mind is coming down on your right, and so you do.
Oh, see, he was like, move.
All right, you fucking get.
No,
crushed.
the wrong way.
Okay, so you move.
With the noise, I want to keep more of a lookout.
Yeah, so the bird has clearly noticed you guys.
Yep.
And has been sort of circling you guys.
Yep.
I've been having that gun aimed at it the entire time.
Okay.
Gav not.
Okay.
I mean, it's a bird. It doesn't understand firearms, so sure.
Yeah, it's like that bird.
Yell at the bird. This is a pistol. You know what it does? Don't come near me. I swear I'll use it.
So as the ram lowers down just enough that with a hop you could get on board, you suddenly remember that your ship has a specific tool made to grapple onto other ships and then board them, which would have circumvented this entire thing.
Yeah,
But
this
you're
is
now
cool.
into the ship.
But then
so-
our ship will be attached to this ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There are positive and negatives to every situation.
Anyways.
So yeah, I once it's down, and
You don't
just
want
walk
that
in.
alien to get into our ship.
Well, I mean.
Yeah, no,
with
this is clearly
spotted
like
search
Prometheus or some
check
bullshit.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I would love to
You
pop
see
in
a
and do a
strange
spot.
elephantine creature sitting in a chair. Now, aliens. Sorry. Anyways, so the corridor of the ship leading in is dark, and it splits off into two directions, heading along the perimeter of this part of the
okay.
ship.
Okay.
Again, none of the lights are functioning here. The ship, as far as you can tell, is without power.
All right.
Hang on, guys. I got this. Alakazam.
A Pokemon comes out.
I shoot it immediately.
Oh, it's an Alakazam. Pay attention.
We add to the body count of the Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke game.
He gets out. Alakazam.
No, like I'll pick up like a piece of rubble or a small object and I just light it up with a light spell.
Cool. You do that. You now have effectively a small torch in this little rock.
Oh, whoa. You go first. Don't. Oh.
The rock skitters down the corridor and then comes to a stop. What's your strength?
It is an 11.
It skitters down the corridor and comes to a stop, like maybe 10 feet away.
I go in and with the light that if I'm not in Anne's way.
You can see down the corridor fairly effectively because the light projects outwards a fair distance.
Okay.
You see that there is a doorway and then the corridor kind of curves back around.
I hop up there with Anne and I go, you look left, I'll look right. Spot check.
Well, that's not great. 10.
21.
Okay. So are you looking down the different corridors?
Are there different corridors?
Yeah, it
there's two.
splits off and goes around.
Right, then yes. I took
Okay.
the right one.
So he threw it down one of the corridors, correct?
Which is the left one, yes.
Okay. So which of you is looking down the lit corridor? Which of you is looking down the dark corridor?
Lit dark.
Okay, cool. So, and you don't see anything immediately visible. There's some slight damage. Some paneling has come loose along the walls, revealing wiring and the like. The door, as best as you can see, is shut. Again, there's no power really other than the minimal amount of power that allowed you to get into the ship in the first place. But there's nothing really in this hallway as best as you can tell.
Okay.
And you rolled a
25.
cool. Do you have any special
Sorry, not
types of
25.
vision?
21.
Any special types of vision or anything, or just regular?
Nope.
Okay, you look into the darkness and you see very little other than what appears to be a inset that you imagine is a door.
Okay.
When you correspond with Anne, you realize it's on the other end of this space. And then the hallway ends about the same distance from what you can tell as the other end. It just sort of loops around, and then there's something on this end that you can't see.
I turn back to Toby and I go, can you make more of those?
I can make another, but then that one will go out.
Can you only maintain one at a time?
Yeah, it's concentration.
I go, that's cool. That was very helpful and useful.
I turn on the light that's on the rifle, if it has one.
It does not have one.
Awesome. Fantastic. That would have been really smart.
I turn and I walk the 10 feet down the corridor.
So, I would encourage you to check your inventory, because I might have told you that you have a light in your tools and stuff, because you did find a lot of tools.
Yeah, you did.
One of those probably is a light.
I only took the small tools.
Okay, cool.
Specifically.
All right. I mean, you have a lot of pockets.
Let me check my inventory. See,
And a spindle for some reason. I don't know why you became a space hobo, but...
because I want to use my hands and pockets to be loose and stuff. Okay.
Hang loose.
Oh! Yeah, no!
No? No lights?
Nope. Just
All
took
right.
the small tools, which I then gave to Ant.
Cool. Well, that happened. All right. So, what do you do?
I walked the 10 feet and pick up the rock.
You do that.
Okay. I walk back and go, let's not throw it again.
What?
Because we want to...
Maybe you
See.
just hang.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold it.
Okay.
Does it reflect off my face?
Is the bird making any different changes in its pattern?
Are you outside? I thought you were in the
No,
shop.
I'm totally staying outside.
Are
Are
you
you
watching.
the only one outside?
Yeah, I
That
guess.
shit is fucking dive bombing you, yeah.
Okay, great.
I thought you were in the ship. If you're the only one outside, that thing is coming right at you.
Great.
So I'm going to
Great.
need you to roll initiative.
No one said that I was all going inside. I was just like, no, I'm staying outside.
No, I just walked inside. Sorry, yeah.
no.
And then Toby threw a rock.
Yeah, I just assumed everyone would follow.
I fucking
when we
knew
make
that bird was
assumptions.
up to no good, man. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, it's a desolate planet. What the fuck else is it going to do?
I don't know, knitting, but that's on Wednesday, so I guess we're fucked.
That's hard to knit with talons, honestly.
I feel like it'd be easier, because you wouldn't need the needles.
Whenever you got your initiative, you let me know. So because you guys are all in the ship, he'll be alone this round, and then the next round you guys can roll initiative.
18. Yay!
Or you could just come inside the ship, maybe.
I was standing fucking guard, thinking that I was having Toby beside me, who just threw the rock down there. But no, apparently Toby went inside, threw the rock,
And he
and then just like left me there, just like, cool,
He's
keep an eye on
got
the bird.
terrible strength. He got up and then threw the rock, and it only went like a couple of feet.
Yeah, it was real bad. Okay, so yeah, you because you've been keeping an eye on it, are able to see it coming as it starts just heading right for you with pretty impressive speed.
Nice.
It no doubt intends to just like grab hold of you and then take off again.
Cool. Cool.
So,
So I will shoot it with the rifle.
Cool. So go ahead and do dexterity.
That is a 17.
Okay, that's enough to hit.
And that is 10.
Awesome. Yeah, so you take the shot, and your shots hit, for the most part, dead on. You see feathers sort of plume out of it, and it seems to spin out of control for a second before straightening its course and heading straight towards you still.
Cool. Then I'm just going to like slightly get cover
Okay, so
from the ramp thing.
Okay, so you're going to start moving into the ship.
Well, not into the ship, but like since it still had that coming down.
Oh, okay, so you're
So,
going to get under the
I'm just going to get under it a little bit.
Cool. So, the bird.
Turtle.
I like turtles.
Is going to
I didn't bring my zombie makeup. I'm sorry.
basically adjust slightly to swoop instead, and it comes up almost at ground, like you see its talons scraping the rock and sparks fly, and it tears right towards you and goes to claw the shit out of your eyes.
No! See how much you didn't have those now?
Oh, wow.
Sensors are better, right?
Man, thank God this thing doesn't have a crit range because you might have gotten fucked just now. So that's going to be a 22?
Yeah, that just barely hits me.
Yeah.
That's why it's 12.
Just almost.
Oh, wow. So it flies and right past you and sort of like shifts, and as it flies, it rakes you along the arm. The cuts, however, are surprisingly shallow, and you're assuming it's because of the narrow confines of this area. You only take 3 damage.
Okay, great.
Okay, so if you guys want, because you've just heard gunfire and stuff, you can go ahead and roll initiative. If you'd rather stay out of it, that's fine.
Oh, I better go out there.
That's not.
Just tell me what your
That's not
rolls are.
cocked.
10.
That's not cocked at all.
11.
So once it flies past, as far as when we're frozen in time for turn order, it's about 10 feet away from you.
Do I get to hit it? Since it did come past me and into my range and then out of my range? Because I still have 2 other hands that is holding a mace.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Didn't you use
You're
those hands to
primarily
hit the
wielding that melee weapon, or that ranged weapon.
I have 2 on the range.
So here's the thing. If you are using 2 weapons and a ranged weapon, that would have been some significant penalties on the ranged weapon. You see what I'm saying? It's like anytime you're actively wielding
Then I will
some
just shoot it with the rifle.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what's your initiatives, guys?
10.
11.
Nat 20, 24.
Okay, so you're up first.
My attack of opportunity is an 18 to shoot it.
No, you can't do an attack of opportunity
With range?
of a ranged weapon.
No, it's melee.
Okay, fine.
So
There are feats that let you do that, but you don't.
Okay, yes, fine.
Cool.
So Toby's behind me. I'm assuming I can move to the door.
Yep, that's pretty close.
As I dart towards the door, I'm gonna take the sling pack off and yell at Toby get another gun, and try to take Toby's gun as I go, because I know Toby's ready and I'm not.
Okay.
Are you gonna let me do it?
No!
Cool.
You're taking the one thing that's
run
protecting
past
me
him
right
as
now.
you grab hold of his rifle and say, "Take another gun."
As I take my pack off and basically just throw it towards him.
Yeah. What do you try to grab hold of the pack at all, or?
No, I'm taking my gun
All
and just...
So here's what I'm going to have you guys do.
Okay.
You throwing the pack at him effectively counts as a distraction.
Okay.
So I'm going to say first do a bluff versus perception or whatever.
Sense motive?
Sense motive?
Yeah, sure. We'll do
Okay.
sense motive.
Fuck! Nat 1.
God, you are rolling
19.
shit. Yeah, you
you one so far.
instinctively go to catch the pack, and that's going to give you a -2 to this now opposed strength check.
Strength?
Yep.
All right.
Unless if you you're just
Would it
trying
be
to grab it
dex?
out of his arms.
Yeah.
It's basically like a grab. No, you're just using strength. You're holding on to this gun.
Yeah, but if I did Dex to be able to avoid him, because that's what I'm...
Well, you're distracted.
You're distracted,
Okay.
You had a pack hit you in the face.
So strength check?
Fair enough.
and you get a -2, Toby.
14.
20.
God!
Wait, is that a -2 because of the
Damn it,
distraction?
Sorry.
Yeah.
And a
I'll
-2
try to
because
roll
he's in
lower.
25 feet?
I can't guarantee anything.
He rolled it.
Is it a -2 to all attack? Do you?
Yeah, it's attack rolls and
Well,
AC
yeah, it's attack rolls, but
and AC
For what?
for
this
Toby.
isn't an attack roll though. This is a grapple
Well-
check. It's different.
So it's not opposed to. Okay.
No. It's an opposed grapple. It's basically a grapple check, but those aren't attack rolls.
It's
All
just
right,
it's just
yeah.
opposed strength.
Well, I wanted to double check.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So it's just
Yeah,
the
he's
-2. So
Okay.
okay, cool. Yeah, you yank it out of his hands as the pack sort of clatters in his face, and then you run to the door.
So I have the door and I'm aiming at this bird and I just shout at Gangle, get inside! And I'm preparing to fire at it.
Yeah, you don't actually see Gangal because he's underneath the ramp.
I don't even
I'm
look
just
down.
letting you know.
Yeah, I just assume he's on the ground and
Okay.
I'm just
So go ahead and give me a spot check to see where the bird is, because you've been indoors, so you don't know where.
10.
Okay, that's just barely enough. Yeah, you don't initially see it because you're like scanning the skies for a second, but as you look to the left, you see that the bird is not far away, wheeling around, basically. So yeah, you okay. Since you did all that stuff, that's gonna be your turn.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. All right, Gangal, you're up.
Yep. Shoot the bird.
Cool.
Oh, not as great as last time. 8.
That is not enough. Your shots fly past, obviously, as it starts to wheel back around. Oh wait, no. Toby, you're up.
Toby, would you mark ammo off as I shoot your gun?
The fuck?
Yeah, and make sure to mark the ammo.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Cool. You're down to 5. 5.
Yeah, I'm at 18 right now. 18 bullets.
The clip
I know
that
it's
was
got
right
3
now
shots.
has 9 shots left. in it.
Yeah, no.
You should mark that.
It's already marked
There we
because it
go.
was my gun.
Yay.
Jackass.
Do you have another gun on you?
And what are you doing, dude?
I'm fumbling the sack that just got thrown into my face,
Can you feel that there's a rifle in it? Because there's a rifle in it.
and then I drop the bag.
I mean, it's not a big sack, so yeah, you can tell that there's
It's mostly
a
gun shaped.
fucking gun in there and a bunch of random shit that spills to the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I look at the gun. The fuck! I'm scrambling around trying to get the magazine back into the gun, and that's going to be the turn.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Well,
This shit.
I'm gonna hold my turn. I'm just gonna kind of stand in the entryway.
Fair enough.
And, yeah, I only got 2 spells left, man.
Okay.
Oh, you
So
gotta save for me.
the eagle
Someone needs to tell us.
wheeling around is going to, instead of flying
Got this.
past you this time, sort of flap its massive wings and just kind of hover towards you until it can claw at you again with its talons. That is a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, it does not confirm though. I'm
my
assuming an
God.
8 does not hit your AC.
No.
Okay, cool. So that is just a hit. Thank God for you, because then we would have had to roll what the fuck just happened. Okay, so that is 6 damage coming in.
Alright, well, bye.
Okay,
Again?
you guys hear grunts of rage
I'm
and
sorry, I
vague
didn't get too-
annoyance.
Alright, shit. So since I was holding my turn, can I take my turn now?
Yep.
God damn it.
You're effectively at the top of the initiative order
Cool.
because you just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cause fear because that's basically like the only useful spell I have right now.
Okay, so you run outside of the ship. First, I'm gonna need a spot check, and this is
yeah.
gonna be harder because the eagle is underneath the ramp where
That's
Gangal is.
16.
Okay, you're able to tell that it's there and can move to see it.
Yep.
Mostly because you're seeing a bunch of feathers and blood flying from under the ramp.
Oh no. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm gonna cause fear.
Cool. So,
Yeah, 16.
DC 16?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll save, right?
Yep.
That is not enough. Cool. So this bird is now afeared.
Good. And now
let me look up that condition somewhere.
It's gotta fuck off as fast as it can.
Okay, so what? It's frightened. What's the?
It's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just pulling this up to.
It's not terrified.
It's
but
afeared. It's afeared.
It's a fear.
That's afeared. Cool.
Brought to you by Arr.
Next up, you.
I'm going to fire this rifle.
Okay, so are you like going down the ramp? Are you like jumping off
I'm
the side?
staying in the doorway.
Okay, so you're shooting down into the ramp because it's underneath the ramp. That's
The
where
bird?
Gangal is. Yeah,
Oh, that's bad.
Gangal was trying to get cover underneath the ramp, and it kind of worked. But
So I see it go down there?
well, you see feathers and shit, and you see And peek over the side, and
Yeah, then I'll go down to the ramp to get a good shot.
cool. Yeah, you do so. It's about 10 feet away from you, so it's not like in threatening range or anything for you.
Okay. So this is Dex and Attack bonus?
And in a strange way, it's actually good that Gangal's down because there's no risk of you shooting him.
Yeah.
Crit
yeah.
fail and see what happens.
Oh, bad news, buddy.
Is it a 1?
No.
Because that was hilarious. You shoot Gangal.
It's a 22.
Oh, well, that's not bad news at all. All right, roll the damage.
What is damage for these guys again?
2d6.
2d6?
2d6 for the rifles. Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't count. 7.
Cool. So, with a thunderous report, you see the bird's wings jerk back as it stops flying and starts fluttering back before crashing down into the rocky ground and lets out one keen cry before its head just sort of lolls back. You see Gangal still on the ground.
So I see Gangal on the ground. If I look up the ramp, I see And. Is Toby at the doorway? Or is Toby still on the ship? Can I see Toby?
Toby's on the ship.
Toby is still inside where you threw the rifle at him, where he's trying to fumble and get it together.
I look up and I'm going to toss the rifle into the ship and say, "Thanks for the help, Toby." And then I'm going to walk down to Gangal. Not walk, but like go to Gangal.
Yeah, he's 10 feet away from you. It's fine.
Cool. So yeah, I toss the rifle up and then I go to Gangal.
I'm
Cool.
going to do a perception on that. See if I actually heard it.
Sure.
It's
So
a
we're going
listen.
to keep the
Listen.
turn order
Alright.
loosely just because Gangal.
Oh yeah.
So, now, are you into negatives?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fucking
Okay,
negative too.
Cool.
That was the temporary hit points and my hit points.
Cool. Toby, are you, what are you doing? Because your turn
I
comes
just
up after.
got the gun together and I'm pointing out with the gun thrown back at me.
I can inflict wounds.
So now I'm picking
That's
up
super
my
helpful.
rifle.
I can't cure
He
this.
seems to be in
Let me tell you
bad
something.
shape. I'm just going to end this.
So I pick up my rifle, confused as
Well,
hell,
depends on who sees it.
and now I peek my head out the door, wondering
Don't you dare.
what the fuck is happening.
Okay. You look outside, you see And standing on the ramp. You don't see Gangal or Quignev.
So he got the rifle.
Good guy.
Sure, yeah.
Quignev? Where are you?
Okay. So
Sorry.
we switch down to Gangal.
I fucking
Go
knew that
ahead.
bird was bad.
This is bad, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go back up to the top and
I guess I'm gonna go down and check on the other life forms in this weird little party.
cool. You go down, you see Quignev standing over Gangal, clearly having just arrived. Gangal is on the floor, on his back.
Is he dead?
Dying looks like probably.
All right.
Just two people witnessing a guy dying.
I mean, like,
I just, I try to help, but I'm not programmed for that. So I
Never lose his character, Allie. Never lose his character. I think you found the niche.
I really no. I really would. I'd have to take negatives, and then I just hurt you.
So,
It's true.
question. Did you bring along the first aid pack? Either of them?
yes, it did.
Cool. Now, are they on your person, or are they in that sack that you threw?
Sack.
Okay. Cool.
They don't have any vials. We don't have any
No,
vials.
but they do have bandages and
Yep.
things, which would help at first stage.
Yep.
Yeah. No, they're totally in there.
Cool. All right, and you doing anything else? Okay. Quick enough, your turn.
Toby, throw down the med kit.
What?
Okay,
What's
Toby, your
happening?
turn.
What? What's happening?
Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
Is everybody okay?
Gangal, your turn.
Not quite.
Damn it.
Great.
No. Med kit now.
And your turn.
I'm still just observing.
Okay.
I've really got nothing, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm doing the first aid check without the med kit.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me a straight wisdom unless you have the heal skill.
I can have heal without it's straight wisdom because if I don't, straight wisdom. 10.
Not enough.
Okay.
Toby.
Med kit.
I'm gonna run back over to the sack that he threw at me. I'm gonna shuffle and try to find the med pack.
Dude, there are 3 things in there. One of them's a med kit.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Grab it, run, throw down.
Okay. Quignev, the med kit lands right next
What
to
do
you.
you need it
And it
for?
clatters to your feet.
Perfect.
Dingle. Okay. And
What are you looking at me for, man?
it's your turn, man. I don't fucking know what to touch.
Is that a die?
It's a d20.
Holy shit.
My turn?
You can
Med
swallow
kit.
that.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Plus
it doesn't
3
roll
hits.
too well on the crookedy thing, unfortunately. It's too little.
20.
That's enough. You see Gangal's eyes flutter open as you finish tying off the massive cuts that were left on his vine-covered chest. And he is now disabled.
I look at I look at Gangal. Do you look at me in the eye? Do you look at me?
With the most disappointing look.
I turn my head. Can he turn his head to see the dead bird?
Yeah, I mean, he can do anything that doesn't involve a roll. The minute he does a roll, there's
Right.
some danger.
So I turn my head towards the bird. You turn your head and look.
Sure.
I go, that's what I can do, and I walk back up.
I turn the gun on myself.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks.
You missed, but you still died.
We just fade to black and just pop.
And so, fucking crit confirmed ends with the Sopranos ending. We still got
Oh
a
god,
little
makes
time.
sense.
No, I just get back up and just go, where the fuck was, like, support? Like, did we all just want to go in the ship? Or are we all just going to stay in guard and make sure nothing takes our ship?
I'm in the ship now. I'm ignoring everything.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
And is the only one that's standing on
Yeah,
the...
we're fine enough now. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Everything's fine.
You see Quignev walk past you onto the ship.
I'm holding the kit, and I look at you. I look down at my pack, and I start to gather everything again.
Okay.
What the fuck
Do
happened?
you get back the rifle from Toby?
No.
Okay. Toby, you have 2 rifles now.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. You do that. Gangal, what do you do?
Keep check outside.
Okay. There's nothing else in the area.
Cool. Still going to keep check outside.
Okay. You rest on your rifle and you realize that even lifting this damn thing might reopen some cuts.
So I walk to the rock of light that I dropped.
Yep.
I pick it back up.
Yep.
I walk around to the other corridor.
Uh-huh.
I give it a toss down that way to the end.
Okay.
want to throw it.
It clatters to
Yeah,
the
I know.
end. You see that the corridor curves off to meet the other one.
Cool. I look back. I look at Toby, and I go stand guard at the door.
So another bird can attack me?
Do you know how to use that rifle?
So they can go.
Next time, use it. Okay, Toby?
Fine.
I-
I'll watch for the birds.
I walk outside.
Okay.
I go, and?
Yes.
You want to go search for some stuff?
Sure.
All right. Gangal,
Yeah.
What stuff are we searching for?
Go back to the ship.
No. On this.
Go back to our ship and guard it.
Yes, Mom. And then just like walk.
I'll actually give a diplomacy for that because I'm completely changing moods right now.
Yeah, sure. You can either do a diplomacy back or just a straight.
I wasn't even going to fight it. I was going to go hide.
Well, this is more to, like, this is about whether or not you believe this to be a good idea.
Not 20.
Oh, 22, not 9.
Okay. What's your wisdom?
0.
Well, unfortunately, there are no crits on the saves. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. You are very reluctant to think that it might not be a bad idea for you to get back.
I was going to go anyways.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're not happy about it, and your warrior's pride is injured, but it's probably better.
My strategy pride is injured.
It's probably better to be on the ship that has guns that you could fire if you really wanted to.
Fair.
Okay, cool. That happens.
So I see Gangal walk back and I go, alright. I turn to Toby. Toby, if you ever want to be a magician, we have to survive first.
Yes.
We have to survive.
Yes.
Cool? Alright. I'm counting on you, Toby.
Okay.
I won't.
Cool. So where are you going on the ship? Are you going to the end of that corridor that you threw the rock?
So only one curved off, right?
Both.
Both
They
curved off?
both go around and meet in somewhere that you haven't seen because you haven't gone to the end of the corridor yet.
So do you think we should split up or just stay together and just kind of like go through the entire ship? Take step as you go.
There was a porty thing I could have plugged into. Yeah.
There was at the front of the ship
Okay.
that just accessed, or not the front, the door.
Okay. Yeah. It was just for that though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it has some basic information. It tells you the name of the ship, which is something trivial, and I'm not going to make it up.
Yeah.
And just that, like, you know,
Bird of prey.
yeah, it's called. Ironically enough, it's called Bird of Prey. You
Perfect.
see one of the engine nestles, some wings and feathers. It just fucking hit one of those. No, those fucking things take down more ships. Nobody likes going to Giant Bird Planet.
Fuck that bird play.
All right.
Anyways.
Really though? God.
If I would have hurt everybody's going in, like Toby went in, instead of Toby threw a rock.
Hey, he's got cat-like reflexes to throw a rock.
I was expecting him to stay outside and throw the rock in there.
Ironically,
There'd been no point to him to like get inside the ship and then throw the rock.
he's his stealthiest when you're not paying attention to anything.
And I'm just in there watching the bird, and then it dies bombs. I'm like, where did everybody go? Fucking hell.
Well, you ain't dead, so that's fine.
I'm getting fucking close. Oh, I need to shit.
Anyways, so what is happening?
I'm staring for birds.
Yeah, you don't see jack shit.
Okay.
I'm still.
You do see an army of birds being ridden by weird bug-like creatures now.
Oh shit! I
I'm-
knew it.
I'm
I knew
asking,
it.
should we just go down the hallways and start looking for stuff?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Okay, you pass by the doorway and start heading.
I don't know why you're
towards
asking me.
Earth.
Going towards the light curve.
So the light very clearly shows that the two corridors meet and then lead into another corridor that heads further down the ship.
Okay.
When you peer in using the light, you see that there are several doorways along the way before it seems to terminate in what appears to be the cockpit. As according to the damage you saw earlier, about 3/4 of the way down the hall, the ship suddenly goes like this and goes at about a 45, and there's a fair amount of damage, but it's not. There's no sparking or anything because, as I said earlier, the power is mostly disabled. So can I get that pen? or pencil. So yeah, that's what you see. All the doors are sealed, and you don't see anything particularly off. There's nothing moving or anything like that.
Okay.
The light does seem a little bit eerie as it glances off the metal walls.
So I just want to start checking rooms one by one.
Cool. So you realize that these rooms are not actually as protected as the other room, the doorway in. So while the power is basically off, there's still enough charge in the ship's capacitors that it's able to, when you walk up to them, sort of just open up.
Okay.
That's handy.
Oh yeah.
The first room, you this appears to be a crew quarter, and let me double check the schematics for this real quick just to be sure I'm telling you correctly. Yeah, so on the left is what appears to be a crew's quarter. It's got 4 bunks, double layered, clearly meant to not take up a lot of space because while the ship appears to be a civilian model and some of it seems to be like probably made for traveling for the most part, it's not meant for a lot of crew. There appears to be a couple forms that are shrouded by sheets that are long, dusty, and several chests that are closed. On the back, you see like different pictures and things. Clearly, this was inhabited by a group of people that, at the very least, took some comfort in decorating their surroundings.
Okay. I want to move silently over to the 2 forms that are shooted, just to make sure that my assumption that they're dead is true.
Nothing stirs as you move towards it.
Okay. Then I just want to slowly pull one of the sheets.
Mm-hmm. So it appears to be. How long does flesh take to rot? We're gonna say that they're dramatically in movie fashion, just skeletons.
Okay.
There's some like darkening patches where there was clearly flesh that has long since rotted off. But this ship has been here long enough that whatever creatures would have eaten the flesh have also died from lack of food.
I will check the other one as well.
Same thing.
All right.
It appears that whoever was the last one to survive this wreck covered up their crew needs.
Okay. Then moving on to the chests, I'd like to try and open one.
Cool. So the majority of them are unlocked. There's one small chest that is up on a shelf that does seem to have a lock on it.
What kind of lock?
It's actually a pretty old-fashioned one. It's a keyed entry.
Can I use open lock to try and open it? 20.
Okay. Yeah, you pick it pretty easily. So the lock detaches and you open it up and you see what appears to be a couple items. One is a small locket. Next to that is a crystal, roughly enough to fit in your palm. You're not sure what type. And there appear to be letters in it.
Okay. I will take all of that. I'm not going to read the letters right now. Just taking it to see what's up, and putting everything in the sling pack. Well, I will put the locket and the crystal in my pocket.
Cool. So the other chests have an assortment of pretty mundane stuff. There's no weapons or anything. Mostly you're finding like different, there's a data slate or two, a couple notepads, mostly clothing, They appear to be humanoid.
Okay. So you said a couple data slates, clothing. What else?
You find a
Do I need
what
to do-
appears to be a. I mean, it's in a box. Like it doesn't have any secret stuff in it.
Okay.
So when you're looking through the chests,
Mhm.
they're basically like what you see is what you get.
Okay,
There's
cool.
nothing like hidden here.
Alright.
You do find a credit stick, and it has an amount of coins in it that you will find out later.
Can I do a mechanics check on this? On those things?
On what?
Just to see how badly they are.
On what?
On what I wrote you about.
Sure.
I just want to see how bad they are. Cool. That's just intelligence, right? Cool, I got a 9.
Okay. Alright. Let me think about it. I'll tell you.
Yeah, no worries. Trust me. they
So
got it.
the clothes, what do they look like?
Well, you're not super knowledgeable about fashion or anything. But
Do they look different from what I'm wearing?
yeah, they're not jumpsuits. They're like clothing, like shirts, and some of them are like different futuristic things. Where it's like a Velcro patch that covers here and stuff. But for the most part, like it looks to be basic humanoid clothing. Nothing that offers protection. It's just garments that they would wear. From the tailoring, you can guess that. Honestly, it's hard to tell really, but you can kind of guess it looks like it's either a very thin humanoid of another species, or that these folks were probably Thrak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to take one solid outfit that I think would fit me.
Okay. The great news is that you can mostly adjust yourself in minor ways. So you kind of suck it in, and then you have.
I'm not putting it on, just
yeah.
taking it.
Yeah, you have a nice two-piece. In fact, you want to go ahead and describe what this relatively normal but a little flashy, the kind of, if someone wanted to look nice at a club, let's say, in the far future, what would they look like?
Oh yeah, so it's definitely like what a double-suited, double-breasted like suit jacket would look like. But it's velcroed over. And so
is it like asymmetrical, where like one side?
Oh yeah, it's
comes here
asymmetrical.
and then like
it's asymmetrical. Oh yeah. And then it has not any buttons, but some what looks like would be like fabrics for like buckles going straight down. Nothing fancy on the shoulders. It's just one like matte color. And then the sleeves come down to a bit of a flare. And then there's just like the basic like pants. And they're pants.
What color is this all? I mean, you can see pretty clearly. You've got this light.
It's sort of like a blue tinge of like the pants are a bit darker, and then the what would be a suit jacket a bit lighter.
Cool.
Just those two pieces.
You take the pieces, you keep them nice and folded. Whoever these folks were, they were pretty tidy, and you put it in your knapsack.
All right.
You also, you find a backpack, but it's pretty shitty. It's like ratty and like torn up. Not like it's not unusable. It's just shitty. Like there are little holes and stuff. So like if you put little stuff in the main pockets, they're probably gonna fall out. But anything of like decent size is fine. You're not sure why it's all fucked up. Maybe these people were hikers that didn't stop by places to buy new fucking backpacks. You don't know. Space hikers.
Do I find only that one backpack?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it.
Cool.
I'm gonna take all the stuff that I found so far and still put it in the sheet, try to like tighten it, and then put that in the backpack.
Cool, you do that.
Alright.
And are you doing anything during this process, or are you just standing like a wraith by the doorway watching them ransack these people's house?
Oh goodness.
Our house.
In
the middle of the woods.
Our house. It crashed into a fucking bird.
Alright, what's down? Yeah.
Our house. In the middle of the street.
Yeah. No, I'm. Can I also do a search check, see if there's anything?
Sure.
I
Are
missed?
you checking the same room, or are you going into the hall across the room?
Well.
If I see you start to check this room, I'll be like, no, we're pretty much done here.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, I'll move on to the next room.
Cool. So, just a basic description. As you walk in, you notice that it appears to be a sort of like living room, dining room type area. So, there's a refrigerator of sorts, as far as you can tell. Some basic like sinks and things, but obviously made for space, so it's very efficient and like recollecting the water used, and that sort of thing. There's different little cabinets, a table in the center with 3 chairs, and one of them is like tipped over on the ground.
Only one?
Yeah, the other 2 are upright. One of them is on the ground.
Ghosts.
And when you turn around, they're suddenly all stacked. I hope somebody brought the ghost light spell. No. And you can see, like, on the refrigerator, there's a bunch of these, like, kitschy, like, letter things, but they're in. Do you know Thrak?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
So, they are.
No, I don't.
I didn't think so either, but I figured I'd check. So they appear to be in the same lettering that was used on the ship you guys left. And there's also like a little board that is like basically a little data slate that has like a touchpad. Presumably they could write messages and things to each other on there. It's pretty simple, but go ahead and make your search.
Yep. 19 plus, I think, like 1. Oh no, plus 3. Yeah, 22.
Cool. So your first stop is the refrigerator. You open it. It is predictably dark, but the light from the stone kind of bounces off the metallic walls enough that you can look around. It is empty. There are a couple like empty containers that are just like littered around in there that appeared to have foodstuffs before. There's nothing left in there now.
All right.
As you're looking, it comes to mind that the biologicals that are with you will probably need to gather food at some point. It hasn't been very long, and so they're probably okay for a while. But from what you know of most biologicals, they're gonna need to eat eventually.
I didn't think about that today.
So you check the freezer, same deal. There's nothing in there. As you're looking at the slate, you close the door to the top of the freezer, and you see that there is what appears to be like a small word, and then a series of slashes that suddenly terminate. It appeared to be keeping track of something.
No.
You go over to the sink and you activate the tap, and you hear like a shuddering noise, and then just like an ugly brackish sludge just sort of like comes out and then onto the bottom.
Right, so that's useless.
You start looking through the sink, and you notice that there doesn't appear to be much. There's not even really much in the way of cleaning supplies, you notice. There are a couple things, but anything particularly strong is gone. You check the cabinets, and you do see plates and things, but a surprisingly large number of them have been broken, presumably because of the crash. And it doesn't seem like they were really arranged very well either.
These unorganized motherfuckers. No wonder they crashed.
Well, actually, the stuff
definitely.
that's in the chests were pretty well organized, and the stuff that was in that room looked to have been like well kept. but this area appears to have not been.
So while I'm following And around doing this, do I read the thrack that's everywhere?
Okay, so you're following her into that room?
Oh yeah. Once I was like, yeah, it's pretty much done. I give it
Well,
quick,
I'm
like,
gonna say that she's doing this kind of as you're doing your thing,
Oh, yeah.
just so that way it's it's not just Anne standing there staring, and then all right, time to do this. But yeah, so effectively, there's not a whole lot in this room. The chairs appear to be pretty simple. It's a little odd of a choice for them to have chairs that aren't actually bolted down. But something appears to be, you look at the material and you're like, oh, these are wooden chairs. And like this table is not exactly efficient for space use. So clearly, like, there's some sentimental value here that you're not grasping because you just aren't programmed for that sort of thing. The only stuff you're able to find are basic cleaning supplies, some plateware, and some cutlery. Anything that is like in a normal kitchen that you would find here, but futuristic and capable enough of surviving a high-speed crash is there.
All right. Well, that is all largely useless junk.
So as you walk in, you see on the board, it doesn't have a lot. It just says food, and then it has a series of slashes that you see are just clearly a way to like indicate how much is left.
So this was a thrack ship.
Yeah.
I say that to And. Oh, good. Did you find anything?
There's some forks.
Do you eat?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Only souls. But that's only starting at level 3.
I mean, I don't have one, so that works out.
Anyways,
Until level 3, we won't find out. Cool. Should we move on? Yeah, cool.
Cool. So, before that happens, are you guys doing anything independently?
No.
Other than
I'm
the
still
thing that you're doing?
I
And by the way, go ahead
prefer
and hand me
better weapons that are weapons.
Yeah, that's fair.
Secrets. Things are happening on a ship that no one's on. Secrets.
Secrets.
Gangal's doing stuff by himself.
Crazy bastard.
He's probably just like taking a dump where you were sleeping.
Fuck this guy. My territory.
Asshole.
I pistol over the ship.
So, are you both going into one room, or are you splitting up to go into separate?
You can split up again.
Cool.
Cover more ground.
So, left or right? Who's going which way?
Left.
Damn it.
Cool.
Sorry, left is always the best choice, isn't it?
So, on the left, you find what appears to be a. What do they have on this show? So this room is primarily dominated by a series of star charts. And you can see that there is basically, like, one of them has marked digitally a path through the systems that originates somewhere on the northern end of the galaxy.
Okay.
There's also a bunch of pictures. They all, for the most part, are either landscapes of different alien worlds, or they are a group shots of either 2 or 3 Thrak, all sort of posing in front of different places.
Okay.
There is some basic astronavigational stuff here. There appears to be like a slate that has, from what you can tell looking at it, you tap it and it briefly kind of comes to life. The battery still seems to hold charge from however long the ship has been here. It appears to be a basic astronavigational manual that would have like sort of like how you would go about charting a course through systems that you haven't been to before.
I will take that one as well.
So on the right is a you walk in and you see what appears to be a basic utilities room. There is like a clothes washer, different like those types of things. There's a few lockers there, and what appears to be like ship overalls, presumably that a ship's engineer would use.
All right.
There are different tools lying around, but nothing that you guys don't already have.
Okay. Can I check the lockers?
Yeah, go ahead. They are, well, I was just going to tell you they're unlocked. But, yeah, so you open them up.
Good, because I rolled to open them up.
Cool. You go to open them and you break your hand. So you open them up and there are a few different pictures in there on what appear to be Thrak on a civilized world. One of them's got like a little cap. It's like, what? And there's not a whole lot of stuff in here. It's mostly like more tools and parts. They all appear to be like replacement mechanical parts. There's some circuit boards that you assume would be like replacing, you know, for the main console and things like that. Most of this stuff you have, it seems to be pretty standard for ships to have like these basic repair parts.
Okay.
But it might be handy to have.
Might as well take more if they look like they're in good condition. Take them anyway.
Cool. Do you have a pack?
No, I have
cool.
nothing.
Cool. All right. All right. Cool. That's what you guys find.
I come out of my room and I go, find anything?
Can I borrow your pack?
Yeah. I throw it off and go, yeah.
So, on an unrelated topic, how many magazines
What'd you
of
find?
ammunition did you bring with you?
Some computer bits.
I brought all of them. I got
Shit
5
parts.
full clips on
Shit-
my 6th
shit
one, which
parts.
has 6 shots.
All right.
Okay,
Shit
so
parts.
the gun that he got has a full
Shit.
clip in it, right?
Parts.
It was
If
full
everything,
before
Yeah.
you left.
It came with 24 shots.
Okay, so then
Perfect.
you
Yeah,
have
super
one
easy.
less of
Yeah,
one of the things,
totally.
right?
well, I would have taken that clip back out once combat was over. 'Cause I was
From me?
From you?
Yeah. And my
Oh.
rifle was 24 shots.
Okay, never mind.
He probably kept his own rifle.
Probably.
So you took the clip out? Okay, cool. Just keep track of that stuff. Alright. What else do you guys do? So
Is
far
there-
there's one spot on the ship you haven't directed.
Well, let's go that way then.
That way, then we
Yeah.
shall go. That's
Cool.
Indeed.
So you enter the cockpit. There are 2 seats that you can see, and as you sort of come around, you see that the co-pilot's chair is empty. However, the main pilot's chair has a body, a slightly less decayed or slightly less skeletal body. This one clearly like died a while after the ones that were in the crew quarters.
Okay.
But as you look down, you see a pair of pretty intense cleaning supplies lying mostly empty, some of it spilled out. This dingy look from where the acidic structure kind of melted in over time. All the boards are dark from lack of energy.
Does he still have like clothes and stuff on?
Yeah, actually. Some of it's decayed because some of it is organic materials, but he still has like what appears to be an outfit that is pretty casual as far as the clothing that you found earlier.
Can I search them?
Yeah, go ahead.
And while you're doing that, I'll search the room.
Okay.
Yeah. 19.
10.
Cool. 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Froman, the pockets are mostly empty. The only thing you find is a picture, and it's of the 3 Thrak that you saw in the pictures before.
I put it back.
There is some writing on the back. It just has
I
a
don't
few
read it.
names. Yeah, alright, cool. You look around the room. With a 19, you're able to find a first aid kit underneath there's basically a little compartment under the main console.
Mhm.
You pull it out and you find an older first aid kit, but as far as you can tell, it's probably fine. You're not really sure about
Do
it.
I see Ann do
Yeah,
this?
it's probably fine.
Why do they always put the important stuff in like compartments under stuff? It seems like they need it a lot.
Just have more of them.
Just everywhere.
Just wall the place with it.
Yeah, man, first aid shit is expensive. This one doesn't look the same as the ones you guys have, because it's not military. It's civilian.
Okay.
So until you open it up, you won't know what that means. But yeah.
All right.
Pop it open?
You don't find anything else really other than the consoles that don't seem to work. You can see there's some light coming through, but something appears to have damaged the auto gradation of reflection on the glass, and so it seems to be just filtering out most of the light entirely. But with your lamp rock, you're able to, without too much issue. How long does that last, by the way?
Light spell?
Isn't it like an hour or something?
Yeah.
It lasts a ridiculous amount of time.
Alright, cool. Then I don't need to worry about it. Cool.
And I'll go ahead and pop it open and see what it.
Oh yeah, what's in there?
So,
Spiders jump out.
yeah, an eagle.
Neither one of us.
Another
react.
eagle. You
That
freed
eagle
it from the
just-
cage.
The wingspan fills the room. So, you find an egg. It's mysterious.
It's a very important egg.
You see, it speaks to you. You must care for me,
Power.
it says.
Don't
You find it odd that it would telepathically communicate with a robot, but
It lasts 10 minutes per level.
Oh shit, that is not long.
oh yeah, that
Per
shit
level.
Yeah.
fades out like midway through the other rooms. Actually, we're gonna say that you just kind of fumbled around in there. I should have asked. I didn't realize it was that short.
I thought it was a lot longer.
Yeah, I thought it was at least an
Yeah,
hour.
me too.
Yeah,
actually.
me too.
Well, I'm used to playing higher level characters.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Yeah. Also.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see if you get there, buddy.
That's alright.
So
So I have to just stick in one.
there is
Like, the
enough
entire time.
light in this area that you can see, kinda. Anyways.
You know it's dark in here. Let's look at this in the light outside.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pack has the standard gauze and things. What you find is that it's lacking in the. It doesn't have these auto-inject vial things
Okay.
that the military packs had. Presumably because those are military issue. It does have different ointments and things, and you suspect that this might actually be more useful in doing like first aid, but you won't have that immediate application that came with the other first aid kits.
Okay. It looks like stuff for biological stuff.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
keep it. See what becomes of it.
Give it to them.
All right.
We can figure it out.
So it looks like this place tapped. This place is tapped.
So it was neither a trap nor like a bunch of shit. It was just some.
Just really sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Lots of garbage.
You don't know enough for that action that you were taking to have a measurable effect.
Well, I mean, to
Yeah, you can like do that, but I'm just saying like.
Yeah.
You don't know enough about what you're doing to really, like, you know.
Yeah.
You can't do that blindfolded, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys step out back into the light. Toby's still standing there, staring.
Toby, what's it look like out there?
Looks clear.
Good job, Toby.
Yep.
I say that with sincerity.
Yeah. As you guys are heading back out and passing through the dark corridors, you realize that there is the other set of doors that met in the middle of the two that led out.
Oh, we can check these. Give me a sec. Toby!
Yeah.
I trot back up to Toby.
Need another light spell.
Yeah, it's not glowing anymore.
Yep.
It glows.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's
Legit
cool.
magic.
I keep saying that's cool as I walk away. That is really, really cool. And then I just use it.
Yeah.
Cool. You walk up to the doors. They slowly shudder open. As the light goes into the room, you see what appears to be a cargo bay / engine room.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a search.
Okay. Both of us?
Yeah, sure. You're both there, so why not?
8, I think.
10.
Oh, no. That's also a 10.
Okay, cool. So the really obvious stuff. There's a pair of tall spacesuits meant for being outside the ship, hanging up on one of the walls. What you assume is some sort of power generator is cracked, but while there are like trails of what appear to be some sort of coolant fluid, they're long since faded. So the only thing you see is the marks from where they faded on the machine.
Okay.
You can't really tell too well, but the engines don't seem super out of sorts. There's clearly like some wiring and stuff that got shaken loose from the crash, but the main like motivators and stuff aren't. As far as you can tell, like nothing appears to have exploded in this room. You notice that there is a small hatch on the bottom that appears to be. It looks like a small lift that would lower down, and then you would like, put things in it to bring back up into this room. So it's not meant for like hauling a lot of cargo, but you could get like a decent sized crane here if you really had to, without having to bring it up to the entry thing.
Can I mess with it to see if there's something just stuck in there?
You press a button and it doesn't react because the power's not working.
Well, that makes sense. Can I go to the power generator?
Uh-huh.
Can I assume how to perhaps use this thing to turn it on or something?
So you walk up to it, and you're not actually entirely certain that it's a power generator at first.
Oh, no.
Because you don't really know anything about this stuff.
Yeah.
You, however, might. If
I was
you
actually, can I just like give it a shock?
The generator?
Yeah, see if it.
Sure, you can try to connect
Jump-start
it to the
it, kinda?
terminal and see what happens.
Definitely do that while I'm like feeling around in it.
Not right here, no. Don't touch it.
I'm already touching it.
Cool. All right, give me a
Well, no, not if you're touching it.
Do you say anything? I'm gonna keep touching it.
No, I'm not gonna do it now.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. You know what this is?
Some kind of generator.
Okay.
You want me to try and plug into it? I mean, I can try.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Sure, I guess let's do that one now. Oh. It's 18.
Okay, cool. 18 with what? Your computers? What are you using?
Yeah, with computer.
Okay. Your computers isn't going to work here
Oh, okay.
because
Never
the
mind.
power's not on. Do you have mechanics at all? We can just use whatever you rolled and then add that to it.
Yeah. Where is mechanics?
It would be possibly knowledge mechanics. I don't have the skill list here.
Oh no, I don't
don't
see
know
that.
why.
I don't think you put that one in there, dude.
Here, can I
don't
see
have it.
yours?
I mean, I don't have the stuff.
I rewrote.
You
the
didn't
ones
have
told me
the
to.
added skills?
No.
I just rewrote the ones you told me to, and I've got
Here.
computer use, drive, whatnot, and then just knowledge, bunch of galactic ass. So
Yeah.
use just galactic ass.
Just add your in then.
Okay. So 14.
Cool.
Wouldn't it be like knowledge engineering or anything?
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Knowledge engineering. Well, knowledge mechanics, knowledge engineering.
No.
They're both knowledge skills. Yeah.
Same diff.
So you plug in, and you sort of like shoot some of your own energy into it, and your like photoreceptors dim for a moment. And from what you can tell, this thing has been out of commission long enough that whatever damage happened here, it's real bad. Just giving it like a cursory examination and get like with your intelligence, you're able to determine that effectively the power cells ruptured, and the coolant was unable to like keep it cool enough, and so that's why there's this like large gash in there that's leaking. That was at one point leaking coolant. So you suspect that it might be possible if you were to like know what the fuck you were doing and plug basically, like to use a modern metaphor, like get some jumper cables and attach them to like another part of the ship. You could maybe get some energy flowing enough that like you could do some stuff, but you would need to entirely replace the power cell to actually get this thing working.
All right.
properly.
So that's not happening.
Are you sure? It just looks like a pile of useless.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
But from what you can tell, the other compartments again don't look too bad. So it might be possible to salvage some stuff there if you knew what you were doing.
Not programmed for that.
Cool.
So those suits, we should probably take those. Right?
Yeah, for the squishies.
The squishies. We're not gonna call them that, are we?
We're not their faces.
I mean, I'm technically kind of squishy, but not like they're kind of squishy.
Right.
Yeah. This is fun.
Let's take this.
All right, you grab a suit. I'll grab a suit.
You do this. The suits are mildly heavy, but because they're future suits, they're not that.
Yeah.
Future.
You check the
A
tanks
power
on the bank,
Mhm.
and they actually appear to be full. Whatever happened, they didn't have an opportunity to use these things.
All right. So then I will go ahead and put that down. I think we're done here. Can I have that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
There's another door.
Oh, there's another door?
Yeah.
I'm really not paying attention
Other
to
hallway.
Oh, the door is the other end of this room.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I open it.
It's over there.
You see the whole
No,
corridor.
other hallway.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So, did you take the tools that she noticed and all that stuff from the other room that she was in?
Oh no, I took all that stuff and dumped it in his bag.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. So,
Tools?
Well, the computer repair shit.
yeah. So go ahead and write down.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, go ahead and write down spare ship repair parts.
Got that.
Spare computer parts.
Okay.
Did you take the overalls or anything?
No, I didn't see overalls.
That was pretty much all that was in that room, just parts. Right, yeah, actually, spare ship repair parts.
Okay. But no actual like tools.
No, there are
It was all stuff we
ship
had,
repair
though.
tools, the same type that you have, but nothing like super industrial or anything. Just, like there's a hydro spanner that's like you can,
Right, but like tools and parts are two different things.
Yes, there are tools, and then there are parts. You have both of those.
Just gotta to make sure.
Yeah.
I will write that separately. All right. Cool. Got those things.
Cool. All right. You come back out. Toby, give me a Constitution check. Fortitude saving throw. That's right.
Okay.
19.
Okay, you're feeling fine. There's a little light, but you've managed to adjust.
Okay. Oh, good. Found anything?
Oh yeah, we found a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We got ship repair tools along with some parts. We got some keepsakes that are probably valuable to some people that are dead now.
You see some fucking suits that they're carrying around.
Yeah, we got these 2 spacesuits for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully they work.
Yeah, they probably work, maybe. I mean, like, if they don't work, you'd be dead anyway, so, whatever.
It's worth a shot
Did you take the star charts that they had?
The data?
Not the slate that was like the manual.
Okay.
Did you take the charts themselves that they were like tracking where they went?
Oh, I thought that was just on the wall.
Mm-hmm. It is, but it's removable.
I didn't know it was removable.
Okay, yes. Yeah, it's removable.
Is it it's not like paper, is it?
Yes.
It's akin to like folding up and
It is like literally like a road map type thing that they were just like, but because it's the future, it's like basically a thin piece of digitally reactive paper.
canvas.
It's effectively.
Yeah.
It's a type of electronic canvas. It's limited in a lot of capacities, but someone might, for example, use it to keep track of their random gallivanting across the galaxy.
Right. Go ahead and take it.
Okay, it's still there.
I would like to roll an intelligence check to realize that I could have taken it.
Yeah.
Straight intelligence.
Yep.
That's 6. Nope.
Actually, 5 is enough
Oh,
to
really?
go. Yeah, it's
Cool.
on the wall. Like, you definitely are like, you know what? We don't have, like, a map. Like, we've got the charts inside the ship, but, like, that doesn't really help us too much. It just tells us, like, hey, we could go this system over. So
I'm telling Toby about the stuff, and I'm like, all right, yeah, so we got the spacesuits. They're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we'll just go back to the ship and then head somewhere else, and then we'll... guess we should know where we're... Ooh, wait a minute. And I toss it onto Toby. I, like, shoulder it onto Toby.
I dodge it.
Toby immediately falls back. Ah! No. Selby, if you want to dodge it, like, that's fine. It clatters to the ground.
I take Space Rock.
Yep.
And I
You notice it is, like, starting to dim as you sprint down the hallway.
Oh shit! And then I take the map and...
It's definitely been, like, 10 minutes.
I try not to... And I fold it up as best as I can.
Yeah.
Shove it in the pack.
Yeah, you have a nice little neat thing.
I'm gonna write star map. Does that work?
Yeah, it's just that's fine.
Alright.
So what this means is I will actually print out a map here.
Space bullshit.
Now, because you weren't able to like find a way to get power to the computers at all, you won't necessarily know where those places are or like what was there. But presumably, if you were able to say find the black box on the ship or something like that, you would be able to like match up the path to where the ship has been, and then that would give you a better understanding of like, oh, we could go to these places. But this star map will at least give you like some idea of where things are.
So the black what on the who now?
Black box on the ship.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
Yeah. So okay.
There was also a map. Thought it might be useful. We'll see.
Probably.
You notice that as you come out, it is starting to darken. The reddish glare that actually kind of comes in as purple as it hits the very still thin but present atmosphere. Is starting to fade to night.
Oh boy.
Really get back on the
Let's
ship
go to the
before
ship.
whatever.
Let's go to the ship, please.
Yeah.
Eating predators live here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys head back to the ship.
Yes.
Do you close up?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
No, let's just leave it wide open, so whatever.
No, Toby, don't do that. It's a terrible idea. Close the ship. Why did you even suggest that, Toby? Gosh, what is up with him?
It'll be fine.
Closing up the ship. Alright, button it up. Real tight.
Button up. Come here, ship and tighten that foot.
Okay, so you are locking up the ship then?
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. Right.
What do you do?
Go
So
back to the engine.
I go find Gangal. Where is Gangal?
Gangal's in the engine room.
I
I'm
go
assuming,
to-
right? Are you in the engine room?
I probably would have like. Yeah, no, I'm sitting in. Yeah.
Okay.
I look around. It's probably downstairs.
You see him fiddling with some guns, like cleaning them.
What's up?
Hey.
I feel it. Like your look.
Felt better.
Handsome.
Don't start with me, no face.
Oh. I thought mine was a compliment. I'm sorry.
Not in the mood for jokes.
Oh, I thought that one was a genuine compliment. That's my bad. That's a cultural thing. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, that's okay.
cultural
I'm so sorry.
miscommunication.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got more med supplies, so you don't die.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Come here. Give me a minute.
Yeah, if you could just like get this part
So-
right here.
Just so you know, the stuff that you have might help him heal a little easier when he rests next, but it will not actively restore hit points right now.
That is what I'm going for.
Cool. Go
Make
ahead.
a roll for it. And what's the same plus as before, +3?
So this is actually a +5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it is specifically made for like stabilization and stuff like that.
15.
Okay. Cool. So you go through and you apply the ointments to the different cuts and things, and are able to, using a like little stapler, basically staple the wounds together. It's a space stapler.
It's a space stapler. It's all good.
It is
It's just a
opposite.
space saw. Don't worry.
You replace the already bloody bandages, and now everything appears to be pretty clean.
Okay, cool.
Did you guys close up the ship?
Yeah, of course.
Our ship?
Yeah, we left the other one wide open because it doesn't matter.
Great.
We found a bunch of dead people on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything fun and interesting?
Yeah, we took their stuff.
Awesome.
So while I'm down there with just Gangal, I pull out the crystal that I found.
Uh-huh.
You check it out.
What is that?
It's a rock.
It's a shiny rock.
It is a shiny rock.
It's probably worth something.
Could be.
Entirely possible. Or it could be worth nothing and just pretty.
Why does Anne listen to everything we do?
And
And has already reconnected to the
hey, not now.
ship.
I put it back in my pocket. Yes, that's
Anything else that we can sell besides Toby?
You cannot sell
Toby,
Toby.
where are you?
He's useful only to
back in
us.
the engine room.
Oh, so he's in the room as you say this.
I say we cannot sell Toby. He's useful only to us. Oh, hey, Toby, what's up? What? I'm on your side.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we found probably not sellable stuff, but like some ship parts and ship repair tools, just in case this thing explodes or something.
No.
Also, some suits for you squishies, I mean, biologicals, in case this ship explodes.
So the suits definitely don't fit Gangle.
Yeah,
He
so
is
we
a very different body type.
we
That's
found
correct.
a couple spacesuits. It won't fit you, but it'll fit Toby.
You could probably wear part of it,
So
maybe.
so Toby has a suit and then a backup suit. And those are upstairs.
The good news is that you won't be the one locked out the airlock when you need to explore something in space. So that's the plus side.
And then other than
But if the ship
Other than that,
happens to
how much?
explode or something.
that med kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that med kit is basically depleted at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm
yeah.
ditching it.
So where are we gonna go now?
Well, let's find out. So I turn around and walk upstairs, and I assume you're gonna follow. If you do or don't, that's your own prerogative.
Sure. I take the 2 dirty and 1 clean gun
Okay.
up with me,
I'm.
and my gun.
Okay. You are carrying 4 guns.
Yep. 4 hands, 4 guns.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this.
4 rifles.
I walk up, and
Only
see,
one of them has a clip.
Toby, come on. We're gonna see where we're gonna go.
Okay.
So I lay out on the like near the cockpit. I lay out that map on the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna compare it to the map that the computer gave us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So, what you notice is that the map that the
fancy.
computer gave you basically has like this end of the systems,
Okay.
right? This side where my hand is basically invisible.
Okay.
They have some like vague stuff, but it's for the most part not seen. The map you guys took has a number of like different routes that show like where you would go and like different like trade lanes and things like that. And it clearly lists the different home planets of the CAP that you guys are in. There are some of these listed, the more famous ones like Alpharon and things like that. But generally, the GSC stuff is not located on this map.
Okay.
Also, there is a red line that hits several planets going along the borders of the space that you can see.
Okay.
That starts from where you can tell that Thracian, the Thrak whole planet, goes up and then curves down to where you guys are.
Oh. Okay.
So you guys are roughly right here, which is about 2 jumps away from Thracia.
Okay.
So does our ship use fuel, or does it
Actually,
use like pure
3
electricity
jumps.
generally? Like,
And
Our ship or the ship we found?
does our ship have use fuel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So does the other ship have fuel in it?
No.
No, it's completely drained.
It's garbage. Whole thing is just garbage now. It's unfortunate.
garbage. Just like the dead bird outside. The dead bird outside.
Hey, can we go get that? Because that's food.
Yeah. I just very needed
I
food.
really need that.
Yeah. Well, the ship's locked, so
I open up the
It's
door.
getting dark.
Whoa, Gango!
It's fucking dark.
You need to rest. Toby, go get the bird.
As you're talking, you hear a clanging noise from somewhere above the ship, and then what appears to be like a slightly muttered word.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on, get us out of here!
Slightly muttered word.
Yeah, you're assuming that it's like a word of some sort because it doesn't sound like a creature. But it's something like clang.
I immediately hand you an empty clean gun and go, Toby, load him up.
What? No!
Okay, so wait. Language-wise,
Just get the ship
I
up into
know
space where they get
Thrak,
paid.
Sorfin, Jewel, and Benathi. Any of these?
Nope.
Close it.
Get out, close the door.
Wait.
You close the door.
Yeah.
Okay, you do so.
So just like.
Yeah. You hear some like it's hard to hear through the ship, but everything kind of goes quiet.
Just fly into space right now. Don't. Just go into space right now where there's no oxygen. If he doesn't have a spacesuit, then he'll just pass out there. And die.
Yeah, let's leave.
Alright, let's go.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
leave.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. You guys go into the
I
cockpit.
doing that.
immediately am like looking up, looking at the door, looking up, looking at the door.
I take the gun that you shoved in my hands, and I immediately just toss it back to Toby, and then go to the cockpit.
Fumbled it and dropped it on the floor.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quit throwing shit at me!
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Learn how to catch.
So you guys light up the engines and roar off into space, and have inadvertently killed a native. Because he rolled a 1 on his reflex save to not fire the engines. So
We're bad people.
No, dinner!
Look, we just got.
We got ourselves out of a sticky situation.
How many did you say, Ann? 2 jumps? 2 jumps away from Black Planet?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. 2 or 3 jumps away from Black Planet.
We get enough fuel to get there.
Yeah,
Then
so-
we should probably get more fuel.
We'll refuel. We'll get food for you guys, and we're good. Just
And a healer.
just
Probably,
10
yeah,
more
one of
hours.
those.
Oh my god, yes. I have this bullet hole that I gotta get taken care of.
I immediately punch him right in the jaw.
Make an attack.
Yes.
Hey, I go down again.
That is where we end for
These
tonight.
acts.
That was an 18, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you definitely hit him.
Yeah.
So that has been roll or whatever.
No.
What's this shit?
Crit confirmed.
Crit confirmed. There we go.
No. I thought we were doing
This is
six.
big copyright.
I was so flustered with what the fuck just happened. I forgot what show we were on.
So you hear a noise and there's plot on top of your ship. Nope. Don't
need that plot.
No, back to the endless wandering.
Tune in next time as at least 2 of our crew members, I'm guessing, die from damage.
Yeah.
If one dies, the other can eat them.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect.
Here we go.
Problem solved.
I'm Guy on Couch.
I'm True Alchemist.
A fucking ride.
I'm Froman8.
And I'm Nihilism Raptor.
And this has been Crit Confirmed, brought to you by Believe It Entertainment. We'll see you next time.
Yay.
Adios.
Bye.